Welcome, everybody, to the Aim Down Sights podcast. We are back for episode number 2. Let's go. Start off talking to my co-host here, Next Gen Nero. What's going on, brother?
What's going on, man? Nothing much. Just happy to be here again. Episode 2. Let's get it. Got some great guests here. Shout out to Demo, man. Please go sub to this brother YouTube channel. Hilarious content. Been playing some Dragon's Dogma. We're gonna get into that. How you doing today, Panda?
And what's going on, girl?
Hello. Hi. Welcome. I'm actually here on time this week.
I
have
don't know
the
why I
time
could not
zones
hear you
right.
guys.
I'm really
Yeah.
sorry. I have been really well. I've been no-lifing Dragon's Dogma as soon as I got home from work on Friday, and I really kind of want to be playing that, but I'm here because you guys
Hey.
are amazing.
Hey, game of the year, man.
I ain't mad at you for saying that.
I said you guys
Bro,
are here, you're
why
amazing, so
I
I'm here for
cannot hear
you
you
and
guys.
our guests and our lovely chat. So yeah, awesome.
Yeah, same, man. It's a blessing I'm here because that game is addiction.
Oh
Man,
my god.
amazing game, man.
Dude.
I was
We'll
almost late, but I love
definitely
it.
be talking about some Dragon's Dogma.
Oh, yeah.
DemoFlow, brother, thank you for joining us, and welcome to the Aim Down Sights podcast, man. You with us, Demo?
I don't know what's going on. For some reason I can't hear you on the on the stream
Just
on the other
mute-
program.
You can't hear
mute the
us?
stream if you need to. Mute
Yeah, you might want to mute.
YouTube.
I mute YouTube. Definitely mute that. It'd be a lot easier.
Yeah,
should be able to
I
hear
mute
us
the
and hear
string
it.
and everything, and I'm not able to hear you. I don't know what's going on.
That's weird because he could hear us earlier, so
I don't know.
I'm not sure.
Episode 2 tech problems.
Yeah, exactly. Pixel, let me get to you. Can you hear us? Are you?
I can
and
hear
with
you.
us?
Hopefully you can hear me.
I can hear you. I can hear
There you
you.
go.
Absolutely. Thank you for joining us, man. Appreciate you. Definitely one of the good guys. We've had him on the Gamers Council a bunch of times, really.
Yeah,
That's why
yeah.
I knew we were going to try to get Pixel on here as soon as possible. So welcome, brother. How you been doing?
Busy as hell, man, but appreciate the invite as always. I am debating if this is going to interrupt my Dragon Dogma run, but I probably will play it while I'm chatting. I'm trying to get it to stream to this PC from another PC. We'll see what happens.
Yeah, no doubt.
So that's why I'm not on camera, because you're going to see me pushing them sticks in a minute.
Right, yeah, because you're gonna get busted in real time. That's why. Dude, I don't blame you. Look at when we get into one of those games that we're just like super addicted to. You're just like,
Yeah,
should I
man.
just call out sick tonight
Especially when
and
you
just
work with
pretend I
limited
got the
game
flu?
time, you know what I'm saying? So
Right.
it's like, every minute counts.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, I'm way behind. I'm probably way behind you guys. I think I'm only about 6-7 hours into Dragon's
No,
Dogma.
I'm
but
early, man. I think I
you
just hit
still
like
early?
level 6, man. Yeah, I haven't
I'm
really
creeping up
all
on
right.
my-
Someone's it's a great game. Demo, you still having issues over there, brother? I'm guessing you can't. I don't even know if you can hear me. Might want to demo if you hear this or if you see this. Let me put it in the chat. Maybe we should have him bounce out and come back in altogether. Because for some reason, I don't know why it's not working, but we were hearing him earlier. Let's see.
It'll be. Is he on a Mac or a PC? I assume Windows. You might need to adjust his audio
Yeah, I'm not-
settings through Windows completely.
Back in. If he sees
I'm
it.
right
Turn
at
it on again. Sorry,
Naturally, it
too much
all
IT
worked
crowd.
before the show started. You know what I'm saying? It's all working just fine.
Yeah,
Then it's
that's
not,
what we
you
were
know?
saying.
Yeah, that's
right?
how it goes.
I was
Honestly,
like,
he's trying to
all
get out to play
audio-
Dragon's Dogma 2.
Yeah.
Technical
Yeah, he's got
problems.
slick, man. Yeah,
You
that's
hear
what it
everything
is.
we're saying.
That's
Let's
what
see
it
if,
is.
let's see if
That's
he
what it is.
smiles. Just this motherfucker right
Oh,
here.
oh no,
Get out.
my internet is bugging as well.
I
No,
can't hear you.
Yeah, the internet is
Yeah.
bugging because you streaming the game over at the same
man.
time.
Yeah.
Get your ass off xCloud, bro. Fuck
Yeah,
is you doing?
exactly. Oh, love it.
I think I'm right at 10 hours in Dragon's Dogma. I think I'm
You at
level
10?
Yeah, I believe I'm level 14.
Okay.
And man, I just so much praise for that game, man. That game, definitely game of the year already. 10 hours in.
I played
Calling
like
it.
14 hours straight yesterday, Nero.
14 hours.
Yeah.
She did not stop.
Nice.
Dude.
I don't blame you. I'm honestly, I think that's what I'm about to do tonight after the pod. I'm just gonna all nighter, man. Just really
Yeah,
dive
Dude,
in.
well, I've
Got
got like
lot
a,
of things
a
to do.
6-day weekend next weekend, so
Man, I'm so
you know,
jealous of you
it's
guys.
just it's
Nice,
just Dragon's
that's
Dogma 2
nice.
for 6 days.
Yeah.
I was up till like 4 o'clock in the morning last night playing that game. I'm like, what am I doing? Like, this is way too late for my old ass to be up.
It was my
dude,
daughter's birthday yesterday, so I could
couldn't
not step away.
You
I had like, I'm like trying to plan around. And I'm like, no, let me, let me take her to dinner or something. You know what I'm saying? So
You're right. Yeah. Absolutely. All right. Demo is back. I don't know if he can hear us. Can you hear us, brother?
We can't hear you.
We can't hear you now. What? It's
Do you
gotta
know
be,
sign
it's gotta be
language?
those.
Oh man, episode 2, everyone. Oh man.
This is so we can't
Just
hear him playing now.
wheel,
Like
hit
he's
that
just
cogwheel
like,
settings and change it to your mic. I'm sure that's what it is.
yeah.
Yeah. What's going on, everybody? Out tonight, we got let's see. It's telling me we got 33 people in here right now. I don't know. Hopefully that is correct. We are streaming to a bunch of different places. We're streaming. I tried Rumble. Looks like Rumble ain't working, so that's no surprise. It's also streaming out to Twitter right now, so I think we're getting some extra views through that as well.
Shout out to everybody that's tuning in, man. Shout out to the YouTube squad, the Twitter, everybody that's listening. Rumble, get it together, and for sure.
Let's see. Demo is saying, let me see here. I cannot hear you through EB Max. Can only hear Pixel. Really?
that's interesting.
That is very odd.
That's very interesting review.
Geez, I don't know why. We got you in here as a guest. You should be good. Let me see here. See if I don't know if there's anything I can do on my end. I don't think so. Audio. You sure, Demo? You sure? Like your audio settings aren't?
Can you hear me now?
Like
Yeah.
there we go. Don't touch anything,
my
Demo.
God.
Anything.
Don't touch anything.
Holy crap.
Yeah, the issue was between the keyboard and the seat. What's going on? You all right?
Yeah.
Oh
What's
my
going on,
God.
Demo?
End user
Glad to
issue.
have you
You
back.
got it.
We lit now. Get it.
Hi, you guys, man. Thank you for having me here. I've been muted for some reason. I was only able to hear Pixel. The rest of the panel, I wasn't able to hear. But I'm so glad of being here. I know you guys really Xbox guys, so I'm truly honored to be here. I just wanted to say that. Let's get it going. Let's let this party started. Go.
Yeah, absolutely. Thanks for joining us officially, Demo. Good to hear your voice and glad you can actually hear us. Technical difficulties as usual with this podcast. But hey, this is only episode 2, so we'll try to figure out why these weird things are happening. It says, General Spartan says, still have to boot up DD2, but Rise of the Ronin looks like a mid-gen PS3 game, but the gameplay is a steep learning curve.
Can I just say that Rise of the Ronin, that article that was like, this is Game of the Year from 2013? Did you see that article?
I did not see that one.
They had a hitting like, this would be Game of the Year for 2013.
Who wrote that?
And I was like, that's so savage.
Ooh, that is savage, dude. Do you know who wrote that? I'm super curious.
Oh, see if I can go find it. It was hilarious. I died when I saw it.
That's a little bit too much, man.
Yeah, shit. 2000. This would be great in 2013 if you had
I honestly feel like that's too much praise. I feel like it's on par with the original Assassin's Creed. What year did that come out? The original one?
Oh, Jesus Christ. I don't know. I would be aging
I think
myself.
they're on par.
The thing is like, I love Team Ninja, and I was actually looking forward to Rise of the Ronin until I saw it showcased, and then I was like, what's going on here? Like, this doesn't look good to me. I'm not saying it's like a terrible game. It's it's sitting in the Metacritic around like, I don't know, 76 or some shit like that.
If we are judging it by the $70 price tag, it's a terrible game.
Well, I wouldn't.
No, I don't think that's being
Yeah.
fair. Like, so here's the thing, right? 76,
Go ahead,
a
Pixel.
game over 70 is a decent. It's a good game.
Oh no, I was talking about cash wise. Like it's a
Oh,
$70
but
game.
Price
You know?
wise,
the value,
$70,
Yeah,
yeah.
value is
yeah, for
based
that.
on what you put into it, right? So
Yeah.
if it finds, I would say the biggest mistake for that game is releasing the same day as Dragon's Dogma.
Yeah.
And actually,
Yes.
I agree.
That ain't
oh,
the only
man.
one.
Somebody on the Longhouse podcast was saying that they thought that game was going to outdo Dogma. So I gotta remember who said it
Whoa.
so they can get this work.
Yikes.
Oops.
Because
Yeah.
no.
We did a little survey last week on this podcast, and we were asking the exact same question. It was Dragon's Dogma 2 versus Rise of the Ronin, and not a single person chose Rise of the Ronin. And I don't think it has to do with this being an Xbox podcast, because neither
Yeah.
one of those games are
No, it has
Xbox
nothing to do
games
with
essentially.
Xbox. It has to do with
Ha-
Dragon's Dogma
it's
have
the
the
hype.
legacy and the
Definitely.
hype
Yeah.
around that. Like
The
And-
hype,
and-
you
that's
could
been
see
waiting
it
for that for a
online.
long time. Yeah.
And the reason I brought up price, what Rise of Ronin being $70, I mean, the quality that you're getting for that $70 versus what we're about to get with Hellblade 2 for 50, it's like yikes.
Right.
I mean, it looked
Exactly.
like you get more of a full package. I mean, I might be on the Redfall better than Rise of Ronin train. I don't know. I'm a pro Redfall guy. I think Redfall it turned itself around. Great game in its current state. I would argue it's better than what I'm seeing from Rise of Ronin, man. Very embarrassing. 1080p performance mode and can't stick to a lock 60. It's personally, I think where they messed up at, of course, with dropping it with Dragon's Dogma. That's a big no-no, right? That's almost as dumb as dropping it.
Yeah.
Like that's suicide, right?
I mean,
I think it
looking-
should have been a launch title for the PS5 Pro.
give more
I
time.
think they should have delayed it. If the PS5 Pro is coming this year, I think they should have delayed this game. You shouldn't have wanted that smoke because now you're about to probably sell about maybe like 500K copies, man. I don't see it. Them ponies don't really buy games the way people think they do and the way Twitter make it seem they do. They games usually flop. So if they first party games is flopping from a sale and attach rate perspective, I can only imagine what this is about to do. So
Yeah,
I mean-
but usually third party is their bread and butter. Third party is what makes PlayStation what it is. Without third party, they're dead in the water because first party doesn't sell like shit. Their third party usually sells much better. But I think everyone saw Rise of the Ronin when it was just when actual gameplay came out. I think a lot of them said the same thing I said. It looks very meh. It looks
Yep.
very blasé, which is not. It's disappointing because it's Team Ninja, man. Team Ninja
Yep.
usually
Yeah.
doesn't
I'm a fan of
miss.
Team Ninja, and if I'm one of the one. You guys know I bleed green. You know me. You know what I do. I hate ponies.
Yeah.
I look Sony. If they burn tomorrow, it is what it is, right? But I was one of the few guys that was rooting for this game. I even bumped
too.
heads with a couple of my Xbox guys because they're like, "Yo, Nero,
Yep.
be fucking for real, dude. It looks ass. It looks garbage. It look ass." And to those people, I sincerely apologize. You guys were
Yeah.
correct. But
Nailed it.
because it was Team Ninja, because it's like okay for the PS5 only, it's wicked. It's Series S Pro is what the PS5 is. So I'm like, maybe they'll give us something good to work with. And then it's just yikes, it's just disappointing, man. It's less and less of a reason every day to own a PS5, man.
The
Yeah.
initial showing of that game, the initial trailer looked dope. It looked like
the initial one
Sony
did.
caught a dub, right? But
Yup.
yeah, once you started seeing videos of it, that last video with him using that skyhook and doing a double
Yeah.
jump in midair, no.
Yeah.
Magical double jumps, my dude, no. So
Even the glider.
my boy
just-
Senjutsu, no. That's not it. So, but like I said, it'll probably find its audience, but there's games that are similar to that game that
And I mean, it's people might be feeling some type of way towards them, but what I do want to salute them is they know who to give the good games to and who to give the shit to. Didn't they just put out Wulong Dynasty? Didn't that come to Game Pass?
Sure
Isn't
did.
that same
Day one.
team?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Shout out to
Day
them
one.
for being respectful to us as Xbox gamers. They respect us to not give us that shit.
They skipped
right.
this
Yeah.
one because they knew it was
Yo,
trash.
this is my first time hearing Next Gen Nero. Oh my god.
Yo, what I wanted.
Much. Swear
I respect them for that. We have Assassin's Creed Red coming, right?
Yeah.
About to be a samurai and a shinobi. God damn it. And it's diversity. You get to be a black samurai, if I'm not mistaken. That's what we're waiting for, right? We're waiting for the real people pushing the industry forward. That's going to put their games everywhere, right?
Yeah.
Probably come to Game Pass as well. Look at the other Assassin's Creed. Down the road, the Game Pass peasants out there, as they call us. You just get so much quality. But I hope everybody that pre-ordered that game out of blind loyalty to Sony, I hope they play it and force themselves to enjoy it and pretend like it's looking better than what it really is.
Yep. And this
probably have
another. Go on.
Sorry,
Go on. Say what you say.
I was just going to say they'll probably have more fun in the character creator on Dragon's Dogma too. No, I'm being sad. That's not the case.
I know I did.
Yeah.
I'm just being
Well,
sad.
Go ahead, Devin.
what I'm trying to say is that this is another pony narrative that's dying right now, and it's like the Game Pass fodder. Like all these games that are going to Game Pass are shit, but it's not true though. Look at this, Wulong, the same studio produced Wulong, which landed on Game Pass day one, and it did really good in all platforms that it landed. And look at this now, like it's terrible, bad reviews, nobody's liking it, and this is why, because this is not a game like a pony game. Right? Ponies don't care too much about gameplay. What they want is quick events. What they want is like CGI trailers, CGI movies. What they want is a game that looks good so they have console ammo. Something like console war ammo just to pick on us. That's what they're looking for. But they're not looking at this game like a game that could be enjoyed beyond the graphics. And this is what this game is not selling that well, because it's not appealing to the pony masses.
And the pony masses got to realize they're a small proportion. A lot of us real true gamers. This is why I love Xbox gamers. And I got my beef with PC players, but it's only on the competitive shooter side of PC. That's my beef. My beef stops there. Other PC players, you guys is getting these ports that's running worse than the Xbox, and that's on you. You decided to waste that money and stuff like that, right? I'm a console guy, but look, I say all that to say, they are a small proportion, right? Those games that they want. Just look at Dragon's Dogma. You got the entire internet doing everything they can to tear the game down from the bullshit ass complaining about the microtransaction perspective.
Great.
That's dumb as hell. It's been in Resident Evil 4, Devil May Cry 5. It's always been there. It's optional.
Okay, hold on. I'm gonna shoot right back at you though. Just because a shit idea has been around for a long time doesn't make it a good idea today. You know what I'm saying? Like, just because they've been screwing you for 10, 20 years, like I gotta push back on you, Nero. Like, just because a bad idea has been around for a long time doesn't make it a good idea today, though. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't agree with them having like you paying extra for fast travel. I understand that you can not do that. Like, and I suggest nobody do that sort of thing. You know what I mean? But it is a $70. I think there's some.
Okay, I'm gonna push back on that.
You know
I'm gonna push back on that. I'm gonna push back on your pushback, right? And this is why I love the panel. Having these talks. I'm gonna push back on that pushback, right? I'm not saying it's justified in being there. What I'm saying is keep that energy every time it's there, right? If you're not gonna complain about it with DMC5, because I feel like it's really a throne from the media is doing this to distract that Rise of Ronin is a piece of shit game. Sony is doing this.
Look over here.
Sony knows Dragon Dogma 2 runs worse on their console, so they're doing everything they can to make up for that 10% less performance over there to try to throw people. Look, I get it. I agree.
I don't disagree with that.
Everything in there, and it's the same thing with Devil May Cry, and it's the same thing with Resident Evil 4. Everything you can get money-wise, it's in there. You can just do it in the game. Nothing is pay to win. You can't pay to win in a single-player game. I agree it shouldn't be there, but it has been there, right? And I get it. But if we're going to call out companies for their bullshit, right, I don't think Capcom deserves the heat that they get, because Capcom has, you can argue, carrying this generation. Okay, yes, it's remakes, but they remakes is arguably better than the remakes that Sony is doing. You understand what I'm saying? So I don't want to hear no complaints about remakes. Nobody complained about getting Last of Us. So for the millionth time, I would rather get a Resident Evil 2, a Resident Evil 3, and a Resident Evil 4 remake.
100%.
You feel what I'm saying? Than playing Last of Us. Those games are just the better games, truth be told. So Capcom, like the seven, like, and this is what I mean, right? The amount of value and just shit that you're getting there for the base $70 without ever touching those microtransactions is very rare, right? So you got the Dragon's Dogma, you got Elden Ring, you can argue Starfield. It's not too many games this generation in general that is giving you such a great package for that $70 price tag. And all we got to do is look at Rise of Ronin. Since they want to launch the same day, I'm gonna keep going back to them. They fucked up. They gave me ammo. They gave me something to fight back with. But I just feel like this on Capcom from the media, I just feel like it came out of left field because, like, I agree, RHETRI, and I understand. Yes, they shouldn't be there. You know, you could argue, but we also have to understand this is a big, huge game, right? This is like a lot of people work 9 to 5. Some people might not want to just grind through the game like how we all are enjoying it and can put these hours in. Because once again, gaming is a blessing. So being able, Panda being able to play it for 14 hours, that's a blessing. Some people can only play it for 30 minutes or 40. So it should be an option there for those people who love the game but just can't commit the time, whether it's work, family, on the road, or whatever it is. It's not being forced. You get what I'm saying? So I respect that part. And not only that, if it's any dev in any studio that deserves some extra money, whether it's $1 or $2 here and there, you could argue Capcom deserve it. They've been killing it this generation.
I have to play devil's advocate a little bit because I don't like when you see the list of all the things that you could pay extra for it. That's when it looks bad because it just looks like just so much stuff. But I'm not saying I'm not coming after Capcom. But I'm saying because here's the thing, it's a choice. And I agree with you, Nero, and almost everything you just said. A lot of people just kind of go off the deep end, and I'm just like, or you could just fucking not do it. You don't have to pay. You don't have to pay for it. You can get if you can get everything in game that you can pay for, then who cares?
You can.
You know what I mean?
You absolutely can. Right. And I look at it and go, just complain about the microtransactions, and if you're going to go after microtransactions, go after them everywhere.
Yep.
Don't attack this game, because at the core, this game is fantastic.
Yeah.
And that's where it's being overshadowed by this crap about microtransaction. And I'm like, well, if you have got an issue, go after it everywhere.
And then
that's
you
my
guys,
concern.
Panda, I hate to be this guy, but you have to also double back and realize this. With the industry being the way it is, with all these layoffs and people being fired, Capcom is actually one of the very few companies that is increasing the pay rate for their employees.
Yeah, true.
Yeah.
And like I said, I'm not going to be here defending
support the devs, right? Next, support them devs.
Exactly. Support them devs, not only are they selling us remakes like certain other studios, but they're also selling new experiences and full-on sequels to huge games and game of the generation quality games.
Go ahead, Pixel. What were you saying?
What I'm saying is that the prior game did have a bunch of microtransactions in it before as well, right? So people can't jump over it unless you never played the prior game before, right? So I don't see what all the excitement is about it around that.
I honestly didn't play the prior game. I'm loving this one, dude. Yeah. But I also didn't realize it was in the other Capcom games. So I'm not. Maybe
that's my point, Rich. It's the media
about it, but it's also there's been other games that have either gated fast travel or just not really had, right? So like Red Dead 2 when it came out. Fast travel is a complicated thing in that game. You can't just do it from any location, right? You literally have to go to a town.
I'm gonna be honest. I would have paid $1.50 to get to start off right away.
People didn't like it. They didn't like that idea. Whereas for me, in a role playing game, I don't know. Like you kind of give me a reason to level up, right? Like you force me to explore the world, give me a reason to level up. So like if you're enjoying the game, I wouldn't be beat about it. It is what it is, right?
Well, I mean, if you haven't played the first game, you're not going to have an appreciation for going out and exploring. The fact that the map isn't littered with icons going here and going here and going here.
Yeah, but it's an RPG. I don't need to have played the first one to understand how an RPG works, though. I loved Elden Ring, and I never played a lot of
But like the appreciation is what I'm talking about. So for people who are joining it first, who are probably getting a bit like, oh my god, I can't really fast travel. And how do I go about fast travel? It's quite confronting when you first experience it in this particular world. But I think for the main part is you really only need to use fast travel when it is absolutely necessary in this game, because they've littered campfires everywhere. They've basically just made it
And I
so
love
much
that.
fun to go out and explore, and you spend hours trying to do a quest and you never do it. I was trying to do one quest yesterday and I took 10 hours to complete it. 10 hours.
This is not. I have ADD. This is not a good game for me.
Same,
every time I go in
It's
my
like
main
Breath of the
quest, I'm
Wild.
like, ooh, piece of candy. Ooh, piece of candy. I'm like,
Yo,
fuck
and see,
me.
It's Breath of the Wild for you. That's what it's like. I honestly.
To Panda point, you made a great point, because you brought up appreciation, and this is why I'm so frustrated, because I feel like it's the media doing this, right? And just the media somehow spinning this, or even just ponies as well. The ponies teaming up with the media, they're in cahoots. They're all in cahoots, and this is why I'm saying this, right? Dragon's Dog. I didn't play Dragon's Dogma 1, but I have friends who have played it and have been telling me to go play it for years before this even got announced. But I never got around to it. But I say that because the original Dragon Dogma fans, they are like a cult fan base, and their voices are being hushed because the media is pushing this microtransaction bullshit. So the OG fans who've been there, who don't have any complaints, because like, Pixel said, those options to buy and spend that money was in the first game as well. So the OG fans are used to this. But the OG fans are not even being heard with their appreciation or just praising the game for the masterpiece that it is, because the media, once again, is pushing narratives.
And I don't disagree with that at all, Nero. I'm not here to argue that point. I'm with you 100% on that.
They're just trying to look at their consumer base and go, there's a consumer base who are going to sit here and play the game as it is, nothing added to it, and experience it the way they want them to experience. And then you've got people, like you said, Nero, where they don't have a lot of time, or people want to take shortcuts or things like that, because they want to kind of start off a little bit easier and then get into it that way. They might be like, I don't need to pay for fast travel anymore. But I've used fast travel once in the game so far, and I've played
I have
probably
yet to use it. 10 hours
over 20
haven't used it
hours.
once.
Yeah. I've only used it once.
Can I say something really quick? I know you guys love the game. I love the game too, though. But last night, I was playing with my boy. We went on the Discord course, so obviously parallel play. He was doing his thing, I was doing my thing. We both playing the same game. Well, turns out that I got in the wrong aux card, and he took me to I don't know where. God knows. Bro, I don't know. To Australia. I don't know. It took me over there, and I had no ways to travel back because I had unlocked the fast travel. I was playing yesterday for like 4 hours trying to go back to the main town. Bro, fuck that. Terrible.
Money, though? I'm
Terrible. No, I didn't pay shit. I'm cheap as hell. Yeah. But let me tell you though, like I understand if that happened to somebody, how they may be pissed. It was frustrating. Right. I was hating the game yesterday, and I loved it. Like I love it. After I got out of that situation, I was like, oh my God, I'm loving this game. But it totally put me in a place that I'm like, I'm running, and then I'm encountering dragons. Like every 2 steps, I'm encountering a bunch. I'm with this little sword. Like I have one pawn. Bro, I'm dying left to right. And then the thing that I hated is that I was dying, and as you die, your health gets lower when you respawn. And
make it to a campfire.
I had no choice. I'm just like, I play Apex, so I was doing all my movement techniques. I was trying to wall bounce. I don't know what the hell I was doing. It was insane, bro. Trying to get back. I'm screaming. I'm dying here. I'm like crapping my pants too because I'm scared. Like everything is killing me. One hit.
Yep. And I'm not an easy game.
And I'm damn sure. No, bro.
He would have traveled to a bit that was way.
But it was one wrong button because I was like, doing something. I got off the game for a second. I came back, pressed A. I'm already sitting there. It's not telling me very well where I'm going. I'm not understanding, right? How does the aux card works? Right? Because I thought that the way it worked is like, okay, I want you to take me to this town, and it'll take you, it lets you choose. But no, these aux cards, they go, certain aux cards go to certain towns. So you have to find the aux card that goes to that town specifically. So that's how it works, in case you haven't figured it out. So you might go to one town and get in an ox cart thinking that he might bring you back to the town, and no, he's taking you somewhere else that you haven't even explored. So that right there killed it for me, bro. So I was like, I was about to go ahead and spend $5 on that shit. But like, let me get out of here real quick,
That's how
bro.
they gotcha.
So very smart by Capcom, because like I mean I know how to play games,
All these
so I got
noobs who have
cut.
never played
That's
Dragon's
crazy.
Dogma 1, they're like, we'll get them.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I mean he got me.
They got you. Yeah.
Then
I'm a cheap mofo too, Demo. I don't want to spend any more than the $70. I'll tell you though, I thought about it. I was like, it's only $2. And I'm like, no, don't be that guy. But I'm thinking about it. But we're gonna get back to the Dragon's Dogma discussion in a second. We just got some breaking news actually, so let me get to that.
Breaking news. Second
news.
episode.
ooh,
Let's
all
go.
right.
Yo, check it! Exclusive from Jez. And thank you, FarQ, for sending this to me and Panda. Toys for Bob and Xbox/Microsoft have reached an agreement for their first independent game. Remember when I talked about this, y'all, that I knew something was already in the deals?
Yep,
Count it.
yep.
You're welcome. Told you. All right. So anyways, it looks like these two are striking up a deal. I'll
ADS
read
podcast broke that news.
some of this stuff. So Microsoft finally finished their blockbuster acquisition of ABK, yada, yada, yada. Part of the acquisition, Microsoft also snapped up a ton of other studios, franchises, including classic Activision games, series like Guitar Hero, Skylanders, and many more. And yesteryear, the legendary team for I said that backwards.
Come on.
Toys for Bob were instrumental in building out Activision's big Skylanders franchises, which included Toys for Life gameplay elements similar to Nintendo's Amiibo line. Players could buy small figurines, yada yada. Sources have indicated to me previously that Toys for Bob's culture didn't gel well with Activision's oft restrictive corporate mandates, and they were excited for the opportunity to spin out as an independent in agreement with Microsoft. Let's see. I'm trying to actually get to see if there's actually any game news here. Microsoft reference how they spun out Twisted Pixel in the past as an alternate option for shuttering studios. Matt Booty, now leading Xbox's game content division, reportedly said that an agreement has now been reached between Xbox and Toys for Bob for their first game as an independent studio. I told y'all they didn't take the IPs with them. They needed to have this deal with Microsoft out the gate. However, he stopped short of describing exactly what it will be, although he did say something along the lines of, and I'm paraphrasing, it will be similar to games Toys for Bob has made in the past. They may be independent, but the fact that they told fans keep their horns on could be reference to Spyro the Dragon, which enjoys a passionate fan base to this day. Look, I
love to see it.
Panda, what do you think? What's your thoughts? Pixelbit, I'll start with you. What are your thoughts on this whole deal with Toys for Bob?
The initial announcement of them saying that they were releasing that studio sounded crazy at first. Like, you spend a lot of money and then you don't hold on to these guys.
Right.
But then, within the announcement, it did indicate that they were in the process of coming up with some kind of arrangement, right? So, this is that, right? So, within Jess's article, he also states that they kind of mentioned it like on Twisted Pixel, which they also released at one point, as opposed to closing them. So I guess like that's a thing that they'll be doing, right? Where instead of closing a studio down, they would just spin them off. So I mean, it seems like it's a good deal for everybody across the board. But I think what folks may want to temper themselves on is thinking that they're going to actually work on an Activision game, because remember, anything tied to Activision still have to deal with all that CMA nonsense, right? Microsoft will not have the online streaming service publishing rights for that game.
It's Ubisoft.
If that was the case, right? So I would suspect that they would do something that is brand new. It may be similar or in kind of the style of a Spiral type game, but maybe a new IP or something like that, so that they would have control over it. At least that studio would want to have control over it, right? As opposed to just renting out a game from Microsoft. So, it sounds good. And the best thing about it is, right, this studio was in the COD salt mines, right? So they weren't
Yes.
producing games of their style for a number of years now, and now they have an opportunity to produce a game that they like, right? So just, kind of a win-win for everybody. Microsoft is smart here in making sure that whatever agreement they had for them to release is like, yeah, we're gonna release y'all, but y'all first game, you know where that's going, right? So
Right.
good deal, good deal. I think
Yeah,
it's a good look.
absolutely. Thank you, Zay, whatever your number was, for subscribing just now. Appreciate you. DemoFlow, what are your thoughts about this deal between Microsoft and Toys for Bob? It was all doom and gloom not that long ago.
Yeah, I mean, ponies ran with the narrative that Toys for Bobs were broke or something, and then there were gonna be a bunch of layoffs, and the studio was closing. A whole lot of projection. That's what just happened. What happened there? But well, I spoke about it in my show, my channel, and everywhere that I knew and let me tell you that as an immigrant in the United States of America, like we know this that when you try to save money or something and you own a business, you work under the table. Like you're not in the papers, but you're working for
Right.
the person. Like there's a lot of people doing this, and a lot of businesses too, because they found that there's a way to play the system and nobody has to find out that they belong to Microsoft or Xbox, but they're still working for them. It's like, okay, we still own you. We're gonna let you do whatever you want on the side, but you still, gonna be working for us. And that's exactly what they're doing right now. And now it's on paper that they have a deal with Microsoft, but maybe they got other deals with Microsoft that we don't know about. And these may include exclusive games that we thought that they were going to be multi-platform before, but now they don't belong. They could work in any IP they want.
Yep.
On the Microsoft. So they don't have to keep Crash Bandicoot Multiplat. They don't have to keep this new game, Spyro the Dragon Multiplat. They don't, because it's up to them now to decide where they want to put the games. It's not under the Microsoft umbrella. So they're free. They're basically happy as hell. So there you go.
Yeah, I think on the Spyro point though, I think it depends on if that's still under the Activision umbrella, and if it is, then it sounds like they might still have to go multi-plat. But we don't even know if it's really Spyro. You know what I mean? It could be Spyro. It kind of sounds like at least they're alluding to that. But Panda, Next Gen Nero, what are your thoughts about this breaking news about Toys for Bob?
For me, I think it just puts an end to the stupid narrative that everyone had about what was happening with that studio, and I'm kind of glad. I am
quick.
super happy that they're going to be able to. They've come to this agreement, and like I said in the chat, it just shows that Microsoft wasn't about burning bridges, and that they didn't split in a way that was very negative, where people are both walking away going, "We're never going to work together again." So it just shows that they've done the right thing. If they wanted to go independent and get out from being a support studio for COD, that's what they needed to do, and they're still here, so they're not closing down, and that's the main thing. We're going to get more games from them. Think of them just like a second party studio in that way as well.
Yeah.
Doesn't know what that means for any future games coming out there, but awesome news. I'm really happy. Like they said something was in the works, and now it's confirmed that they have reached that agreement. I just really want to see what they do. And they're not going to be struggling on it. Yeah,
absolutely. Go ahead, Nero.
I absolutely love it, man. And it's just another beautiful example, man. Thank you, Phil Spencer. Thank you, Sarah. Just another example of Microsoft saving the gaming industry and pushing it forward. Instead of them shutting them down, they said, yo, go be independent. Have that freedom. We're still here.
Mm-hmm.
We're still going to support you. If you want to make it Spiral, we'll fund it. You can put it in Game Pass. We want you to be, just go ask Asobo. Go ask some of our partners. Go ask. It's okay. We're not Sony. We don't have to buy you up and then close you. We don't have to buy you up and then let Bungie tell you what you can and can't do. We don't do that over here. That's not what Xbox do. That's not what Xbox MO is, man. They're all about diversity. They're about that freedom and creativity, and that's why I love this brand. That's really great for them. They get to be independent. It's better than them getting closed down or even having more layoffs. That's what they wanted. Microsoft gave them that blessing. And look, all the doom and gloom once again for no reason. just for Phil Spencer to pull another rabbit out the hat and to say, yo, look, we're still good. They're free to do what they want. They're independent. We still can help them fund games. And look at them hitting a new spiral. We really need a new spiral. It's just great. I love
Yeah.
that.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, someone in the chat said too, like Xbox needs more of those kid games to hit
Yep.
Game Pass and just be on the ecosystem at all. And I agree with that. I think this fills, kind of fills a void in the whole of their gaming. So I'm all about it. So congratulations
Yeah,
to
congrats to
Toys for
them, man.
Bob, man.
Fire.
And shout out to
That's
Microsoft for just being so professional about it as well. And shout out to the
yeah.
fan
They
base
didn't
too,
have to do
because
this at all.
yeah,
They did not have to do
I
that.
specifically seen Panda and RHETRI in the thread just saying, "Hey, I wish the best for them." Some fan bases just want certain companies to fail. If they break off from Microsoft, or if they just some we're gonna talk about it later. But when games tend to skip Xbox, they don't tend to be doing so well. When you got to build your game up for that RDNA 1.3 versus this RDNA 2 beast over here, I mean, the games don't look good and they don't do well. It's plenty of examples, Quantum Era, and
Oh,
I'm happy for them.
Quantum Error. Oh my god, bro.
Ah,
How
what a
can you even
classic.
remember
What
that
an
piece of shit
amazing
game, bro? It's
classic.
crazy.
Exactly.
Quantum Error. Yeah. Shout out to you, Def Leopard. Welcome, brother. Love the name as usual. All right, let me go back. So great news. Let me go back to this real quick. So that was that. Thank you for sharing that out, FarQ. If you have breaking news like that and you're in the chat and I don't see it or you don't hear me talking about it for a while, repeat it. Keep like in the chat, be like RHETRI, pay attention, because sometimes the chat goes by and I'll miss it. So don't be afraid to rinse and repeat and let us know, because luckily I saw FarQ's chat, but I could have easily missed that one because I have it on a very tiny screen over here. But we'll talk about this real quick. This was Kotaku editor-in-chief resigns after criticizing management. Jen Glennon says she believes the publication's new strategy is fundamentally misguided. So the Kotaku editor-in-chief, Jen Glennon, has resigned from her role criticizing the management team's new strategy. So there's two ways to think about this. Let me keep reading here. Glennon started her role as Kotaku editor-in-chief on October 10th. This wasn't even that long ago. Reporting to management at the site's owner, Go Media. However, she today announced her resignation on X, Twitter, saying, "Some personal news. I've resigned from Kotaku, and Jim Spanfeller is an herb." Later, the latter comment was a reference to a long-running insult aimed at Geo Media CEO Jim, as detailed in the Slate article from 2019. I have no clue what that's about, so don't ask. More information on Glennon's departure was reported by Aftermath, which itself consists mostly of former Kotaku staff. Aftermath received a copy of Glennon's resignation letter in which he told Spanfeller and deputy editorial director Leah Goldman that she disagreed with the decision to focus the site's priorities on guides instead of news. So this is where I feel two ways about this, and I'm not so sure. It almost sounds. I got to be honest with you. I hate Kotaku, but them getting away from the bullshit hit pieces in news that they've been doing for years and maybe focusing on guides sounds good to me. I hate saying that, but it sounds to me like she's leaving because because if it bleeds, it leads. These hit pieces for Kotaku, that is their bread and butter. That is what gets people to click on it. And it sounds to me, and I don't mean to like try to put too much like on her plate. It sounds to me she's leaving because she knows that's what sells, and she didn't want to know part of them going into doing guides and becoming a less shitty
Yeah,
publication, in
she
my
didn't want to be
opinion.
a part of the honorable route that they are
So
taking.
that's exactly where I'm getting at. So
She
like
didn't want
at
to be
one
real
hand
news.
you're like, you're like fuck Kotaku and like haha,
And
this
it's still
person's
fuck them.
leaving.
It's very
But I'm
much
like,
still fuck them.
right, it's still fuck them, but
Just
I'm
to a
like,
lesser degree.
did they
But still
just
fuck 'em.
lose a US? Like, is this a loss for if they're going in what can be construed as finally the right direction? I don't know. DemoFlow, what do you say about this?
I don't know, bro. I don't really trust any of these websites, bro. So every time that I want a guide, I go to a YouTuber or a streamer.
Yeah, true.
I don't got no time to be reading no article, especially from Kotaku and IGN. Look, man, screw them. Like, even though they could like change, they're still piece of shit, you know. So I'm not gonna be reading the articles.
Bed, right,
Don't tag me on any shit and anything they post on Twitter, bro. I swear to God, bro. Hey, look, listen. They just fired the pony leader of that company. You know that was leading that company and that news outlet, you know, to that route, like, you know, like talking down on different consoles, talking down on games, you know, getting that rage engagement that they all love.
Right.
But I do agree with you. I think this is possibly a good thing for them, and maybe people that don't know too much about them, and they could like basically smell the bias from there, from Kotaku. They're not gonna be able to do so now, okay? Because they're gonna be flying under the radar, doing what they're supposed to do. So for this new generation of gamers, like kids that are like 17, 18, whatever, this new wave, they might be good for them. But for me, you know, screw them, bury them, let them die, whatever.
Yep. I mean, I get you, right? They've been doing this bullshit for years. So
Yeah.
you literally have to even try to combat that for someone like me to click on your shit. This is the first Kotaku article I've clicked on in like 6-7 years, brother.
They
And I was
got
like,
you.
"Sweet
They
shit."
got you.
They
still
got
won't
me.
be
got
reading
Like,
their
you know what?
stuff,
Can you
and I
imagine
still
if this
won't be
was all
reading their
bullshit?
makeup.
Pixel? Like, this was just made up? It's just another one of
Simply do not give a shit about
No,
Kotaku.
they're back to talking shit again, bro. Like, you know, that's why I don't trust him. I don't trust him.
Yeah.
Fuck him. Let him die.
It's a ransomware article. Did you not know that? On the link?
Damn it.
Oh, yeah.
I got my info.
Oh, they got,
my-
you
that's
got
why
your
the
browsing
audio
I'm
didn't
gonna
history
send you
now.
the physical newsletter now.
Yeah.
Send it by carrier pigeon. Pixel, what's your 2 cents on this whole Kotaku bullshit?
Yeah, I don't care about Kotaku, bro. Like, listen, they them going to guides, great. I won't be reading none of them shits. I will do nothing to support that site. I'm
Yeah.
happy for them to go out of business. Them, IGN, few of them. I'm like, the more of them unemployed, the better in my book. So go right ahead and switch your
Sorry,
style.
not sorry.
Yeah, bro, not sorry. Not even
Not
saying
sorry.
sorry. They produce trash.
Yep.
And they haven't
Yeah.
they don't add anything to the discourse other than bullshit. So
No value.
yeah, you know, them switching it up, great. I mean, if that's what their owner wants, I'm all for it. I hope it fails. I like
I hope it all burns to the ground.
Yeah, they
Joker
can
style.
burn, bro.
Watch
Like
it burn. Yeah.
they can go away. Like it's just like there's just no value to them, right? So like and that's for any so-called news media site that you know you peddle bullshit for a living. Yeah,
Yep.
go away. So I won't be
That's
reading
why I
your
love you,
guides.
Pixel, because
So
you're always out there on the Twitter streets ready to whoosh, set them straight, man.
listen,
That's
you know,
it.
the problem with these generations is not enough people getting slapped in the head. That's the problem.
Yeah,
You know,
I agree
dumb-
with that,
Back
bro.
in my
Absolutely.
day, you said something dumb, that hand came for you.
Oh,
You know what I'm
yeah.
saying?
Boom.
Out of
Back in
nowhere.
right in the
Yeah.
back of that head, that little knock.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So
Absolutely.
need more of that. So yeah, the clown media, bro. I'm not down with them. So I won't be supporting this
100%.
stuff.
I love to hear it, man. Appreciate you, Rod804, Rod_804, subscribing. Next Gen Nero, Red Dead Panda. What say you on this whole Kotaku thing? And then we'll move
I'll
on
be
to the
pretty
next.
quick, Panda. This is not going to take long at all. Not at all. I'll be pretty quick.
I knew it wouldn't. I knew it wouldn't.
I
Dude.
want to say, good for them. All of you sons of bitches that push this Xbox tax, this Xbox gloom and doom, these negative anti-American Microsoft bullshit rhetoric is gonna fall one by one. And as they fall, Next Gen Nero and the ADS podcast will be here
Yeah.
to celebrate.
That's
Because it is good.
on your grave.
Fuck
We're
'em.
gonna have a
I'll
party.
drink to that, bro. I'll drink to
We'll be
that.
pouring out the 40s for the
Yup.
homies. of
Anybody in the
Kotaku
chat
as you
that got a
die.
drink nearby, take a shot. If you smoke, take a hit.
Yeah.
Take a hit
There
from
you
me. Smoking on that Kotaku. Yo, listen, the day IGN goes down in flames, the day
Yo,
they go
that
down
will be
in
the
flames,
greatest day in
We're gonna be
gaming
the
history.
celebrating,
greatest
bro.
day ever.
And I'm gonna giggle my ass off. So that's for everybody
Oh.
who work over there. Like y'all are clowns,
I'm
and I'm gonna be
coming
like,
giggling.
oh well, bye bye. Yeah,
Burn it all
enjoy.
down. Each and every one of them. Burn it down.
Yeah.
Get rid
That's
of
what
them.
I'm saying. YouTube,
Kotaku, that's what they get. And listen,
right here.
look,
We taking over, man.
you got people like RHETRI who has a good heart. This is why he brought me on the podcast.
Yeah.
Because
Thank you.
I want y'all to know RHETRI has a good heart. And I have to kind of just even it out a little bit. Fuck them and fuck their guide.
You know what?
I'm not going to them for no fucking guide in the world. If they had a Dragon's Dogma guide that'll help me get to level 50 right now, fuck them. I'm not going to.
You have a Dragon's Dogma guide right here to
exactly.
get
I have a panda. Remember when Avengers said I have a hawk? No, I have a panda. And I have a lyric as well. I'm good.
I love that you're here, Nero, because I thought I was going to have to be the bad guy on this podcast, and I don't anymore. You can be the villain. Let's go.
I am the villain.
Panda, what's your whole take on this Kotaku BS?
Who? No, I'm kidding. Who are they?
Call you
Who's this?
Hawk.
Yeah, like Kotaku.
Kotaku.
I am just gonna say they brought it on themselves and fuck them.
Yeah.
However, I think for the people who don't focus on all the crap that Kotaku does, they might find it instead of going to IGN. I mean, any place they shouldn't. None of those companies should be doing guides because they're just shills. And gamers should be actually following actual gamers and going to places which treat you with respect and respect your time and your energy.
Yeah.
Honestly, I'm so glad they're stepping back from that crap though. Like, I think the last heading I saw, I didn't click on the link. I just saw the heading and it was about Dragon's Dogma 2 character customization. I'll get my sentence correct. And they were calling the gamers sickos. I'm like, don't be rude to us.
Wait.
At all. Like, I was so pissed off. I was like, is this how you treat your fan?
Like
your
sickos because
sickos with what we were creating. And I'm like, they were actually being really rude about it. In the heading, but in the and I was like, why would you do that? I didn't want to read the article because I was like, I'm a gamer. I've been in the character creator, and I find that offensive. I find that really rude and disrespectful.
I guess Baldur's Gate. I wonder if Baldur's Gate 3 got that same treatment from Kotaku. I'd be willing to bet they probably
very
did.
ignorant people.
It's just rude. I think like enough is enough. We've been calling them out on their clickbait titles all the time. I don't read any of their crap because it is crap.
I don't either.
And as a gamer, like if I want to know if something's good, I'm going to go to my peers and people I respect. And channels that I watch and hear what they have to say. Like, the reason why I played It Takes Two was because of them talking about it so much on RDX. Like, that's where I went there. Even though it got a Game of the Year award and everything like that, I still only played it based on having respect for the people who were telling me that it's a good game. Because they'd played it. So, goodbye, Kotaku. I think this is the start of the end.
This is the beginning of the end, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
It's like the Titanic. They don't know. And there's going to be...
The band is playing, Panda.
No.
Yeah. The band is playing and the ship is sinking. We're like, shit, what do? We're going to pivot. These fucking hit pieces aren't working anymore.
We're the ones on the boat doing the violin, playing their last music, going, goodbye, guys.
And now to add to the conversation, though, let's talk about like how this is going to affect all the news outlets and how... You know, everybody eventually going to start opening their eyes and going to realize that rage bait is going to work only for so long. And a lot of people like us are already informed and we're read. So we know what's going on in the gaming industry. And hopefully IGN follows suit because I think they are the biggest culprits, man. Like IGN is so dirty, bro. They so dirty. It's not even funny, man. The things that they do just to like step on Xbox specifically. And not only on Xbox, like games like the Suicide Squad. They totally killed that game like out of hatred, bro. And, you know, I'm not saying it's the best game ever, but I think he did not deserve that much hate, dude. Honestly. I got to play it last week and I thought that it was fun. A fun co-op experience with some friends. I mean, whatever. It'll get you going, but it's not like it wasn't as bad. I didn't see anything woke, anything weird in there. To be honest with you, you know, I play only for so long. So I feel like they were totally trashing that game out of hate. And in spite of, you know, and you know why? Because they didn't get no review code. So that's the same thing they did with Xbox. And exactly, and Starfield. You know, they did not get review codes for those, so they started hating on them. And you know what? Like, Xbox already cut them off. Like there's no more pieces of bread for you. There's no more like snacks for you. There's no more beverages. You know what I mean? All you're getting is like, dirty laundry and you know what I'm saying? Like it is what it is. Xbox and Microsoft, they understand the media is dirty. They're not playing with it. It's like, if you want to talk shit about my game, talk shit. We want to target real gamers, real people who actually want to play games and they want to try this thing by themselves. So we don't care about what you got to say. We cut you off. So they depending on Sony PlayStation so hard right now. But when the time comes, and now Sony PlayStation got no break because they're broke as hell. Like, what are you going to do? You're going to go back trying to, like, you know what I mean? Like, they throw Xbox out here just to get some good, some favor. But we don't want you back, bro.
This is why people like us are so fucking important, man. This podcast, RHETRI, Panda, your YouTube channel, my YouTube channel. So go subscribe to all of us individually and to this channel, guys, because real gamers like us, our voices need to be heard, right? Our reviews need to be heard. Our thoughts on games, whether we disagree or agree, need to be heard, because at the end of the day, whether we agree or disagree with each other, we are talking from a pure place of passion and love of gaming. Whether you hate a game or love a game, it's for passion. It's not for hidden agendas. It's not for checks behind the scenes. It's not to diminish a company and uplift another one. It's not to go sell out the Japanese people like Sony and just try to, knock down, American companies. What they do, knock down other people. Close studios. Take away creative freedom. Stuff like that is what the bias and corrupt media is promoting nowadays. They're pushing that agenda. They're not looking at that, even just like the news we just got about Toys for Bob. They're not going to write about how good that is. Even Jeff Keighley, I'm going to call him out. Whenever it's negative, he made a tweet. Oh, him specifically. I'm on your ass. He made a specific tweet. All that gloom and doom, like, oh no, it's like it's about to shut down and it's the end for Toys for Bob. I hope he highlights the benefits that's coming out of this. And when those games drop, I hope they get nominated. I hope they get the love they deserve.
He can't though. His hands are busy.
The double whammy. Damn. But you know what? Geoff Keighley's not gonna say shit. He's not gonna say shit because he know we know. He knows we know that he's supposed to say something because he was the first one to talk shit about Toys for Bob closing and Toys for Bob losing, Crash, my favorite franchises that he never even touched because he doesn't even know how to hold the controller in his life. All he watches like CGI movies and trailers. So you know what, bro? Like, screw Geoff Keighley, screw media in general, because at the end of the day, Geoff Keighley is part of the media. He participates and he engaged in media, in news. He's trying to be media. Like, he literally stole E3. He stole it. Like, E3 had no reason no reason to not exist. You know what I'm saying? He literally stole that shit. Like, so screw you, Geoff Keighley. We don't like you over here. Don't come to Miami. I'm gonna whoop your ass.
And people just gotta understand why I'm so, like I said, NGN over IGN, #fuck IGN. People gotta understand why I hate the media so much. It's because of moments like this with Starfield, where the media do everything they can to diminish that game. And the media, to some point, yes, it does get to random people who might see those bullshit articles and be like, I'm not going to go give Starfield a chance, when it might be the best game they ever experienced, right? Now you got people saying, I'm not going to go buy Dragon's Dogma 2 because all of these bullshit articles is being pushed about some shit that's been there, and now people might be missing out on a masterpiece. Me personally, can't nobody sway my opinion for any game I'm excited for. You understand what I'm saying?
I think you talk about those microtransactions very quickly. I'm just going to say, like, on console, it's not obvious at all that there are microtransactions, like, unless you go looking for it. Like, on PC, that's a different conversation. But on console,
I'm playing on PC. It's not in your face.
It's not in your face.
No. You have to go to the Steam page to see it. Like, honestly, I played the whole game and I haven't even seen a store, like an online store to buy stuff. Like, that's how it is. So it's not in your face. I mean, do I agree with it? No. I mean, boy, at the end of the day, like my homie over here said, like, some people don't really have the whole time that I had to spend 4 hours trying to get back to the main city. They just go ahead, spend $1 and get back in there, and
and get another ox cart home.
Exactly, and save your hair. Save your hair. I was tired.
I love it.
But it was my fault. It was my fault.
He admits it. Yeah, I mean, I haven't done a lot of the fast traveling. I just found my first damn ox cart
Fairy
anyways,
Star?
because I keep. I did find that.
You found a
But
port crystal?
and I don't know how to use any of this shit. Listen, I'm brand new. I'm gonna need that guide, Panda, right quick. I've already started
I
looking
need
up
to
stuff.
create it now.
Retri, I want to
Yeah.
tell you too, bro. Just fully, just immerse yourself. Like, I don't know how many people.
Dude, I am.
So-
This
so
might
the
be my new
game-
Elden Ring.
Yeah,
This
yo,
game
yo,
has
listen.
got its
Fucking
hooks
like
in
Elden
me.
What this
Fire.
game is doing for me is what no game has ever done for me besides Skyrim. And I
Yeah,
mean,
I
that's
agree.
Ooh,
I
that's
want to
high
go to that
praise.
mountain. I want to go to that
Yeah.
cave. I want to go in this house and
You see
discover
that
this.
chest?
So
in the,
anybody playing this game, yo, fuck those quests. If you meet a cool NPC and you want to go do that quest, but just have fun. It's freedom.
Yeah.
Just enjoy it, man. You
Yeah,
know,
it
if
is a
you're playing this
great
game trying to
game, man.
rush through it as if it's one of those Sony hold your hands one and done experiences, dude, then you bought the wrong game.
Yeah.
But
This is gonna
Yeah.
take
those
your
who just
life.
enjoy that exploration, man, it's amazing, man.
Beautiful
Yeah.
game too. Yeah.
Beautiful. And it
Yep.
runs best on the Series X console.
And like you said, it totally remind me of Skyrim a little bit too. It give me the
It's
same
definitely
vibes.
yeah.
Yeah, it
100%
gives me the
does.
same vibes, dude.
Yeah.
And you know what? That's so nostalgic to me because I love Skyrim. I play
too.
Skyrim. I never beat Skyrim. Let me be honest with you. But I always start a new playthrough. Although this one time I'm just gonna kill everybody, and this other time I'm gonna play with a two-handed sword because I feel like I don't know, like my body, like you know what I'm saying? And I never finish it, but I always get to enjoy it. So here we go. Sometimes you play games for like 5 hours, and those 5 hours that you play that game, and even though you never touched it again, those 5 hours are worth it. You had your fun, and then you move on because you got all
Gaming is so beautiful when
good
you don't
games.
got a dumb bitch
Exactly.
ass media outlet in your face telling you why you shouldn't enjoy the game.
Exactly.
Yeah. And shout out to you, man. I don't finish plenty of games, so don't worry, you're in good
No, I
company.
don't, bro. I ain't got time for that.
Finished enough games
Started
for everybody
Skyrim
on the
about
channel.
6 times and still haven't finished it.
I'm not a
I have finished
completionist,
Skyrim
bro.
multiple times, but that's the exception to the
Hey,
rule.
Demo, don't worry, bro. I'll beat enough fucking games for both of us, dude. For
Bro,
every game.
let me tell you, like, I feel like sometimes some of these games get too long,
Yep.
and they get too grindy. And when they get like that, you know what I mean? I stop. Like Final Fantasy, which one is the one with the card? 15, I think. That you
Yeah,
go
I
in the
think it's
card in the
15.
open world. Okay, I started playing it because I got it for like $10 on Steam, and I was like, hell yeah, let me get it. Whatever. I started playing it, and bro, like I'm so into the story, like 10, 15 hours, 20 hours. I'm like, okay, yeah, I'm good. I think I'm gonna take a break because it's too much. You go to way too many places, too goddamn long. You have to talk to way too many people. I'm like, you know what? I'm gonna go ahead and jump back into Halo or something. And it's just how it goes. And then Xbox Game Pass, bro.
Yep.
Bro, like every day is a new goddamn game. You saw that shit? They try to
Evil
drop
West.
Evil West out of
Evil
nowhere.
West has been awesome, bro.
I started playing that
Dude, that's a
game.
good game.
Bro,
Yo, subscribe to
fire.
my YouTube channel,
Fire.
y'all, because I have a review coming for that. Listen, Evil West is better than God of War. Period.
Straight up.
I saw you
Yeah.
saying
We'll have
that.
that
I saw you
It's
conversation.
saying
everything
that.
I love.
That's some
That's
strong
my
stand
opinion.
right
I'm
there. I have
dying on
not
that.
played
game.
that yet. Yeah, I mean, I've heard somebody else say that as well. So
Yeah.
Dude, Evil
check
West,
that out.
Okay,
Evil
thank you,
West has
Pixel,
been
'cause people make it
sitting-
seem like
has
I'm
been
crazy.
sitting on my list forever.
No, you're good.
Like I heard so many my fellow podcasters were absolutely loving that. Like Boom, I remember he played it, he absolutely loved it, and it's been sitting on my list forever, right next to Quarry. I ended up buying Quarry. I waited on Evil West for whatever reason, I don't know. The second that dropped into Game Pass, I was all over that, and I'm having a ton of fun with Evil West too. But damn, like I kind of wish Dragon's Dogma didn't come out right now because I don't know if I'm gonna be able to finish Evil
it
West.
is so hard.
Way too many games.
I've been having to force myself to get off of Dragon's Dogma to play Evil West.
Uh-huh.
Evil West is so good and so fun. I don't be mad at myself. I'm like, yo, this is better than. It's so fun not having to babysit a bat talking ass kid.
Yeah.
I'm walking around in my cowboy hat with my damn
You
revolver.
sure you
All I
want
think
somebody
Yeah.
answering all your puzzles for you within 5 seconds?
exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Bro,
Pixel.
And
and I
this way.
You
face
like
I
your
heard
boss.
somebody
Hey, why don't you play that?
protest.
Yeah, what's that?
I heard somebody protest on Twitter talking about how the game was too linear. I'm like, bro, like what?
But see, that
Too
goes
lenient.
back to
Isn't that
your
what you
point.
ponies like? Like what in the hell am I reading right
If
now?
you
Need
wanna play
those.
Kratos,
We
you
need
can.
those linear games though.
Yeah.
We talked about this last week. Last
We
week
did.
podcast. If you're new here and this is the second episode, we had a really great episode. We talked about the long Ubisoft games, the never-ending games, games
Yeah.
like Evil West, games like RoboCop, games like Hellblade.
Yep.
You know, game of the generation contended, and it ain't even dropped yet. You know what I'm saying? So games like that is needed. Those short, straight to the
Yeah.
point games that sit and resonate in your heart.
Yes.
Because
Yeah.
Hellblade 1 will
Because I
forever
can
sit in
finish
my heart.
those.
Yeah.
Because
That's
like
why.
let's be
That's why
honest,
we need those.
Hellblade 2 will forever sit on our hearts. And it's about 7-8 hours. Nobody gives a
Yep.
fuck about Valhalla. And I like Valhalla, but what the fuck is going on in there? I don't know. Like I'm just
Too
like
long. Yeah.
Like we talked about last week, we mentioned Plague's Tale Requiem. Like we need those. We need those linear, smaller experiences. We need a RoboCops. We need Hellblades too, because I'm not going to finish Valhalla. I started that too. That is not getting finished, but I will finish RoboCop. Shout out to
Great
Adidas 20 who actually gifted that to me. I have been playing. That's the other game I've been
Such
playing.
a
It's
good
been Evil
game.
West, RoboCop, and Dragon's Dogma. It's just not enough time for all these games. But let's move on to the next subject, and that is the whole Xbox handheld kind of coming back around again. Jess Gordon of Xbox 2 podcast has claimed that Xbox is working on a new native Xbox handheld. We've heard the rumors. We've known like that this has been circling for a while, but why I'm bringing this up again is because something in the air feels different to me. The rumors when we first started even hearing about this handheld in behind the scenes when I couldn't talk about it because the insiders were telling me that this thing existed and I said nothing because of what has happened in the last 2 months with all the insider bullshit. I said nothing, but now articles are coming out. But we heard it was 2026. I don't know if I believe that anymore. But he says on the Xbox 2 podcast, Gordon said, I know that they've Xbox, they got a handheld prototypes right now. Gordon soon clarified that these are new prototypes and not the old prototypes often referred to. He pointed out in the podcast, prototypes don't necessarily mean that new products are coming to market, but Xbox pursuing a handheld isn't all that surprising. We've heard, Sarah talk about on the podcast, on the business podcast, that she's talking the next generation is going to be a huge leap. Most of us, like people like me, assume that was AI contributing to whatever the next Xbox is going to be. We're also hearing rumors that this handheld could be a dockable handheld where it's less powerful, portable, and it's more powerful in the docking mode. I don't know, but I wanted to talk about this because I'm getting this feeling maybe this thing is actually closer or coming sooner than maybe we originally were led to believe, because we were led
So
to
you think
believe.
it might be before 26?
I'm feeling a kind of way, and I'll take the L on this, but I don't know. I'll go to you, Pixel, first. What do you think about the handheld in general? Do you like the idea of a handheld, and do you think maybe it's actually coming sooner than later? What's your whole take on this handheld business?
In certain circles, some folks have been talking about a Xbox handheld for a very long time,
Yeah.
and I'm in those circles, right? And in those circles, we've been talking about an Xbox handheld and Xbox OS, unifying the PC, the console experience, that whole deal.
Yes, sir.
So it is. I don't know if they would move this quickly to do it. It would be a good look. The timing would be great. It probably would be a good counter before moving into the next gen, right? So we would expect that to have some kind of hybrid console for the next generation. But I mean, for me, with I have like 3 of the handhelds right now: the Steam Deck, the Legion Go, the ROG Ally, and all of them are used for Xbox and other things, right, across the board. So, um, it's a nice experience, right? And I think it's a good way, to get more people into the ecosystem, right? As long as you do it right. So, I don't know if they would do it so early though, but
I'm not I'm
No,
not
I'm just saying.
saying
I'm
this
saying
year per
no, no,
se.
not this year. Like you thinking like maybe 25, right? Like an
Yes,
announcement this year
that's what I'm
with a
thinking.
console that hits 25. Like I said,
Yep.
Sarah did say some hardware announcements is coming later this year.
she did, but
Right,
based
but we're
on
assuming that's the
the
digital, right?
yeah,
We're
I'm
assuming
assuming
all
it's the
digital.
the all digital console, right? But look, there's no reason why they couldn't surprise us, right? And
Right.
hit us with something out of left field. And Microsoft has been hitting us with stuff out of left field a lot lately, right? So
Mm-hmm.
um if they're looking to distinguish them to separate themselves from the PlayStation brand and not make things all about a head to head comparison, a handheld console may do the trick, right? It's something
Mhm.
totally different and it has nothing to do with nothing else. As long as it
Right.
plays all the Xbox games, and hopefully gives me the access to PC content, then we might be
Ugh.
on to something, right? Because
Yeah,
Okay,
and
the
okay.
key
I didn't
thing
even
for
think about
me,
that.
well,
go ahead,
there's a
Pixel.
few things at play, right? So,
Yeah.
in those circles, right? And I'll credit Everborn and Chaos Sante for this, but also
Shout out
myself for
Everborn,
saying
man.
that like we need. I've always said that the problem with Microsoft trying to get the PC thing going is that the console experience isn't there, right? You can't
Agreed.
emulate those games on PC. So the way to do it is to make an OS or an app that can run the console spec, literally run the console spec. You boot it up and you are literally inside of an Xbox console as far as it's concerned, right? In that space. And
Mm-hmm.
because Microsoft's design since Xbox One has all been like virtual machines, technically they could do that, right? There's no reason they couldn't do that kind of emulation. The question is, what kind of
Absolutely.
power on a machine do you need to pull that off? So that's one way to do it. The other way to do it is to kind of create like a segmentation in the system where on one side it runs console spec, on the other side you get the PC access, right? That way you can get your full library, which is something that you don't have on PC right now. So I don't know if that's a big deal for them or not, but I think you want to grab the enthusiasts, and to do that, you need to do both, right? Which is
Yeah.
maybe a tall order, but you also have them talking about was it Atom processors? Is that what they're trying to do for the rumor for the next
I
gen was
mean
like
that.
these Atom based processors, right?
Yeah, that was one of
Um,
the rumors. Yeah,
that's one of the
absolutely.
rumors as well, right? So
Yep.
you could have a handheld that does an Atom-based processor as a starting point and get your systems to run there, right? If they did something like that, then boom, next level. We know that, if you do that now, we know you're prepping for that next gen console, right? And this kind of would be a dry run for that. It's a possibility. I don't know if it would sell great initially, but I know
Yeah. Of
there's a bunch of enthusiasts who will be happy to buy one. You know what
course.
I'm saying? So, and I'd be one of them. So, yeah, bring it on as soon as possible.
I know you would be getting. You could collect them over there. You said you got 3 of them, so
Yeah, I
yeah, I
got
know
3
you'd
of
be
them
getting
ready,
this day
yeah.
one.
Yeah, that'd be easy day one for me, because it's just
Yeah.
I don't there's something about, like, when you're time constrained, you can't get
Yeah.
on your console, you can't get on your PC, just having the hands
Every
like,
minute counts.
I got a handheld and AR glasses, bro, basically, that's a
Mm-hmm.
walking full 40-inch TV, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Just on your
True.
face, and you just boom, you just plug that in and you good, you can play whatever you want, so, yeah,
100%.
I like it,
Uh,
yep.
yeah. DemoFlow. What's your whole take on this Xbox handheld? Does it excite you? Do you think it's coming sooner than later? Do you not give a shit about handhelds? What's your take on all these rumors?
Oh my god, bro! I love Xbox, so everything that had to do with Xbox, of course, I'm gonna be there day one probably. And the part that really interests me, and the part that I think it would be like an amazing strategy for Xbox would be to be an open platform, like for
Yep.
PC, for like
100%.
Steam, Epic Games, Battle.net, whatever the hell you want to put in there, right? And I
Mm-hmm.
think they can do it. And if they do that, that Xbox and handheld automatically become 100 times better than any PlayStation machine out there, because you'll be able to play these PC ports on there by default. So imagine that. I'll be like a slap in the face of Sony PlayStation, and I can't wait. And like you said, and I don't know if I can agree with you guys when you guys are thinking about the digital console being the one thing that they're gonna announce these holidays.
Sure.
because that's already everybody knows that's coming. So and also Sarah Bond said it was gonna be groundbreaking, right? It was gonna be something like the technology was gonna be like incredible. So every time that this conversation about handhelds, about new consoles come into play, I can only think about the deal that Microsoft had with Intel recently. And people don't want to talk about this shit, but they had a multi-million-dollar deal with Intel to start manufacturing uh, custom chips. Let's say custom CPUs, and this could be very advantageous for Xbox because Intel on CPUs, like they're number one. There's really nobody else competing. I mean, AMD's right there, but they're not really get to the level. And there's also talks that Xbox might be getting off the shackles of AMD and going back to Nvidia. We all know that Xbox 360 was Nvidia and how amazing that was. And now if they can go ahead and get back with Nvidia, that would be amazing. And you know, I love AMD too, but let's face it, Nvidia, that's where the quality is. They top notch. And when it comes to like cloud, they're number one. There's nobody competing with Nvidia. And
Sure.
also that brings me hope for what's to go in the cloud too, which you know, I'm pretty sure this handheld will be able to do cloud too. You're right. So
Yeah.
it all depends.
The rumor is that it's native number one, but I think cloud's going to be a backup
Yeah,
for
it's gonna
literally
be.
anything else that allow you to play anything.
And also, would you imagine now, since this is like a handheld, like an Xbox thing, right? And if they able to put in their Call of Duty mobile too, like
Oh
just
yeah.
throw it in there
Yeah.
as a perk, because Call of Duty mobile right now is killing shit. Like and nothing is touching Call of Duty mobile right now. I tried the other day, it blew my mind. So I hate playing on the phone. Okay, I hate the phone. But if
Same.
they do
Yeah.
it in a handheld, I'm down to play that Call of Duty in the
I agree.
handheld for sure. So
Yep.
that's what I think is gonna be dope. Let's do it. Can't
Yeah.
wait.
Yeah,
A lot
absolutely.
of good points made by both Pixel and Demon, I want to say.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah, Nero, let's go to you on this whole handheld thing. What are you thinking?
Look, I'm praying to the Xbox and gaming gods that it's real, and I think this would be amazing. So, one point I want to touch on is what Demo said. Right, speaking of Call of Duty Mobile, right? If you're going to
Yeah.
be forcing your devs to scale Call of Duty to the shitty ass Nintendo Switch, why not give them a decent handheld to work with so they can, put that effort there as well? If you're gonna scale your game down for another company handheld console, why not get in on this as well? Now me personally, I love what they did with the Series S this generation as far as giving gamers a cheap way to get in, the cheapest way to play games like Dragon Dogma or GTA 6 for those people who don't want to invest the money or even the time in the hardcore gaming. I think that's a great option. I think next generation just have one, the biggest leap console that Sarah Bonds and Phil Spencer has already confirmed is coming. And then where you will have the Series S, just make a good solid handheld. I think that would be really dope. It makes sense for the cloud that they're doing, having an option. And what better way to sell people on the cloud than to letting you play a game natively on your handheld and then play it on the cloud as well and see how seamless it is both ways. So I think a handheld would be absolutely great for Xbox. I think it would sell well. Sometimes Xbox is ahead of the industry. The Connect, in my opinion, was ahead of its time.
Yeah.
Yep.
The
Yeah,
Xbox
definitely.
Connect was a great idea. They just didn't, it just didn't take off. I feel like it was too ahead of its time. But now with the handheld, you're not early. You don't have to worry about being early.
True.
It's a market there. Sony is obviously still trying to tap into that market. Nintendo, just Nintendo is Nintendo. That market is there. And if you're going to be putting your games on phones and stuff as well, why not just capitalize on those people who would just go rather play it on a dedicated handheld over the phone? Because me personally, yes, I can play a lot of cloud games on my phone, but if you give me the option to go spend $199 or $250 or even $299 on a decent handheld, I'm gonna go do that. So I think that's something Xbox should definitely consider, especially now that your goal is not to outsell Sony with consoles anymore. It's to get Game Pass and your games on as many screens as possible. What better
Yeah.
way is to make a handheld, in my opinion?
Yeah.
Agree.
Can't disagree with you on that. Panda, what's your 2 cents on this handheld biz?
I think that okay. Well, I'm of the mindset of around like I'm still not 100% sure what they're going to be showing at the end of the year because we know that there's hardware coming, and whether or not
Sure.
this is just an announcement for plans around what they're looking at doing for next gen for a handheld. Because I think the 2 model SKU that they've got this gen is great, and really what you want is you want the powerful SKU, like the people who went after the Series X, and then you've got the people who bought the Series S, and then you've got people like me who bought both because I was like, Series X where I'm gaming, and then the S is upstairs where I can just play anything upstairs or mainly use it for streaming and other things. And that's where I feel like the handheld can come in to play around. That replaces the S, and if you get a dock on there, then you could just put it upstairs and take it with you, so you could still use it like people are using the S as that secondary console.
Sure.
And it still is that entertainment system in there as well. And I also think I agree 100% with what Demo was saying around making it open source and allowing all those other people to be able, like Epic, Steam, everyone else to be on there and to utilize all of those services on there. So I think I just want it all. Okay, I'm really just a selfish gamer. But for me, I guess having a handheld is really important around like being able to play a game natively, and then just have the only real thing that I need to use is internet access, and that's not taking away from performance and lowering my quality of streaming it and such. If I can play the game natively on my handheld device, all I really want to do is now have a handheld device for Dragon's Dogma 2 right now because I'm like, I just want to play that game.
Every millisecond you can possibly get.
I'm like, it's one of those games where you're just like, I just want to play it all the time. It was like me when I got the Switch and I was playing Breath of the Wild, and when I was at work, I just had it sitting on my desk, and I had the Joy-Cons off, and I was just playing at my desk. In between what I needed to do at work. And it's just like, you want that experience, and you want to be able to, as a gamer, play games when you want, where you want, and not have to run home and do that. Like, it was frustrating for me on Friday. I had to wait till I got home, and I didn't get home till like 7 o'clock at night to be able to play the game on Friday. But if I'd had handheld, I could have been playing it for like an hour and a half earlier than I already was. Or 2 hours earlier, essentially, than I already was. But I'm excited. I think they do need to do a handheld. It's to some degree, it's really important there is a market, and you got to look at what your gamers want to do around that. So I am happy for both. I will buy both. I'll buy a handheld and I'll buy an actual native box.
Day one.
On my TV. Yeah, day one, basically.
I treat it like the Connect. I won't leave out of that motherfucker unless I can leave with both of them. and I
like,
also want to
say, do you forget your phone? Yes, always bring your handheld with you, though.
Right, yeah, exactly.
And look, this is why competition is important, because shout out to Sony for putting out that piece of a shit called a PlayStation Portal, because surely Microsoft execs was looking at that trash ass piece of shit like, yo, surely we can put out something better than this. You know what I mean? They took a piece of shit phone and glued 2 little, handheld little things onto it and fucking threw it in a box and sold
the fact that you have to be streaming from your console, that's the most disappointing factor about it.
It's so ridiculous. But that's how they got it at $200, and that's the only reason. Like, if that's the experience they want, fuck them. Like, it's a terror. How would you be like touting that? Not even native gameplay. Get the fuck out of here. Like, that is insane to me that anyone would bother buying that. You're not saving any damn electricity. You got to have the other thing on. I
feel like that's Sony motto over there at PlayStation. You know what? They chuckle before they release anything. They look at each other. They chuckle. Go, fuck them. Put it out. And they put it out to their fans, and their fan base sadly just sit there and just take it. They just lay down.
Bill Gates said
you gotta see why Jim Ryan's
literally
gone.
Buy bricks, and he was not fucking joking. He was absolutely right. They will buy bricks.
He's gone. Like, Jim Ryan's gone. Great idea to get rid of him, because you look at it and you go, who greenlit this piece of shit system, and said, yes, we'll spend all this money on R&D and figure out how we want to do it, and then we're just gonna make sure that they don't have access to Bluetooth. We're going to sell them these headsets that they need unless they want to be wired in. They just looked at it and they were like, how can we nickel and dime every motherfucker in our ecosystem and everyone who wants to join in our ecosystem? It it's a horrific thing as a consumer to watch people just defend the hell out of this little handheld when Nintendo Switch did it a million times better in 2015, 9 years later.
Yep, absolutely. Hey, I have to agree with all you guys. Obviously, just like Pixel's been saying, we've been talking about an Xbox handheld for years now. We've been kind of begging for it. A lot of us didn't think it was going to happen. I've been holding out, saying like, why not? Why not? Like I think it makes sense, and I hope it makes even more sense. I hope I'm wrong. I don't think it's coming out in 2026 anymore. I'm hoping at the latest it's 2025. I would love it to be this year. I don't think it's this year, but honestly, I'm just happy that they're looking at it and that it might exist one day. I think there's clearly a market for it. We're seeing everyone else's handhelds like sell like hotcakes, so why not? Like,
and it makes sense. Instead of a pro console, put a handheld.
Yeah, I agree with Pixel. I don't think you can. I don't think you should just make this an Xbox thing. I think it definitely, to Demo and Pixel's point, I think it's got to be open. I think you've got to open it up to Steam. You have to. You're going to lose a ton of people if you don't. It makes no sense not to do that. So why fight it? You don't hurt any of the Xbox guys by doing that. You just give them more options.
It would be going backwards. The ecosystem's already open.
No, other than that, you get a sideways dub because every PlayStation game on Steam, I'll just play on my Xbox handheld.
Right.
That'll be funny as hell.
You're not wrong. And we're 100% right. So you can get. I'm going to transition into the next little quick subject here, but absolutely, and that'll go into this next story and why PlayStation needs day one PC. Let me show you why. All right, that transition didn't work. I don't know what. Anticlimactic. All right.
Did you click off studio mode?
Yeah, let me click off studio mode. There we go. Yeah, sometimes it does. It I think it works on the audience side and it just flickers and does weird shit on our side. Let me show you why, guys. This is why. Well, don't listen to the PlayStation guys who say, "Oh, it's gonna screw up console systems." This is why. Let me find this. Let me find Horizon, which just came out on PC. Stupidly enough, I think it was the same day as Dragon's Dogma.
Dragon's Dogma 2, yeah.
Dragon's Dogma 2.
That game might release been better games.
Let's keep going. Kind of wild. Let's keep going.
Yeah, Elden Ring screwed it over.
That game always releases when a better game comes out. It's what it does. They're consistent. You got to be fair. You got to be fair. They're consistent.
Do you need more proof? Do you need more proof than this? This just
Cyberpunk's doing better.
Dude, sorry. Come on.
Hey, hold up. Let me see who all doing better. 50. Hold up.
Bro.
It's a good game, so it should be doing better.
Do one more scroll. I just want to see who all, just go up, Pat. Let me just see who all.
It's next to wallpaper engine for motherfucking Christ's sakes. Come on, man.
Go up. Scroll up, though. Scroll up.
Are you looking for something here? In particular?
Outlast Trials is out doing it. Yikes!
Yo, Outlast Trials.
Yo, shout out to Outlast Trials. It's the more interesting game. I swear to God.
I love how it's like returning.
Returning. Exactly. Caveat: returning. Beating, like, dude.
Returning to just stomp.
Yo, here's the deal, though. I beat that game. I beat both of them.
I only played the first one so far. I loved it.
Good. The first game was amazing.
I love that first one.
It really is a good game. The second game, the writing is so trash.
That's what I heard,
the game
bro.
Oh my God, it just doesn't do it. And it's one of those games where you're saying this stuff like, damn, it's a beautiful world. The combat is still really good. But it's like, you play it, and you kind of play it, and you just kind of forget it.
That sucks, dude. I was so looking forward to the second one.
It doesn't make you say, "Oh man, that's something worth playing." I wouldn't buy that shit again. You kidding me? I don't care how pretty it looks,
dude. I'm waiting. Look, good news. They effed up and didn't do it PC day one. Good news. This thing's gonna go on sale so fucking fast. Do not buy this for $60 on PC right now. Don't do it. This is going to get like it's going to be like near 100 eventually. If it's at 58, by the way, it was at 58 in pre-sale too. So this is like there was no hype before. There's no hype after. This is why you have to jump on, but you got to jump on the hype. But my point is, though, Pixel, is you got to jump on the hype when the hype is there. You can't wait 4 years and expect this to sell like gangbusters. That's kind of my point, is for PlayStation to wise the hell up, see what Helldivers 2 did. It worked. Yo, how much more proof you need? Helldivers kicked ass. This is 58. You need
they
more
need
proof?
to look at their release dates as well. They're shit at picking release dates for Horizon.
You know what happened? You know what happened? That they want to, but they can't. Look, they don't have the manpower to put these games right away, dude.
Not enough.
And this is why they giving their best, bro. So shout out to Nexus.
Yeah,
for carrying Sony and saving them from bankruptcy, because, bro, literally, like they don't have the manpower to port these games, and this is what happened because they never, like, when they criticize Xbox games, but look, these Xbox games, whatever, they come straight to PC day one, and they'll come with working multiplayer. Unlike Helldivers 2, that didn't work for 2 weeks, but here it was, IGN. You know what I mean?
In the day,
picking with them balls. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Playing the trumpet, bro. But
are we seeing any articles about
nobody's
losing their player base on the multiplayer? Because I mean,
of course,
on Twitter,
those articles.
I've seen it. But the numbers that only been released are the numbers from Steam. Like PlayStation numbers never been out. I never heard.
There are no PlayStation numbers for it because nobody.
I think only like 2-3 ponies playing that game, and you know what I mean. But I know the game is popular, undoubtedly. It caught some cloud. Yeah, so I mean, let's keep it real. A lot of people like it. But look, it wasn't working for 2 weeks. And people were not saying anything. Now here it comes, Dragon's Dogma, with a couple of microtransactions that you don't even see if you don't have to. You know what I'm saying? And now they're trashing on the game. You know what I'm saying? So this is like what I'm talking about. So when you see these PC guys to talk, some of these PC guys, they ponies, bro. They just play on PC because PC is definitely better. It is what it is. And they just pony guys, like frustrated ponies that get on PC and they talk down on Xbox and talk down on this and that because they have a PC, but they're still PlayStation fans. They're still Sony ponies, bro. So, like a lot of PC guys, they lean more towards Xbox. You know what I'm saying? But a lot of them also lean towards PlayStation. So there's different types of PC guys. There's Xbox PC guys and pony PC guys. You know what I'm saying? And I get them on my channel all the time. Oh, Xbox is trash. That's why I buy a PC and I have a PlayStation. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I see it all the time. Of course. All the time. So there you go.
I mean, the definitive version of Horizon Forbidden West is on PC right now because Nexus did a great job with the port.
That's what I heard. Like ACG did say like this is a fantastic port. So shout out to Nexus and you're right, DemoFlow. They don't have the manpower, but you know what they can do? They could do what Microsoft does, and maybe the game doesn't come out for an extra 6 months to a year so they can work on all versions of the game and just release them all at the same time. Nexus can be there right with the studios and working on it at the same time. That's what I'm talking about. I'm talking about PlayStation's future and them not being stupid anymore.
They need more studios. The
bro.
biggest difference between Microsoft and Sony is that Microsoft purchased PC developers. That's what they purchase. Most of the studios, pretty much all of them, make PC games. Straight up.
True.
Sony's lineup of studios, they've been locked studios for so long that even the ones that used to do PC work haven't done PC work in years. So you're not going to get them to focus on that. And Sony wants to control the messaging, right? They produce PC games that just a little better than their current game, whereas Microsoft will give you a PC game that runs the way it's supposed to run on PC. Not saying that Sony doesn't make games that have all the settings so that DF can be like, oh my God, look how many fucking settings. Right? But they have all the right settings. What the fuck, right? Whatever that means and shit. But Gears of War didn't have all the settings, but whatever, right? But
I mean, they'll be
The biggest
bundling
difference is they don't have the they don't have the manpower for it currently. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
They'll just be
And they don't-
bundling Horizon Forbidden West with SSDs soon. NVMe drive. Yeah, that's what they'll be doing. M.2 drive. That's what they'll be bundling it with that for the PC.
No.
They also like they don't have the time, the luxury like Microsoft and Xbox. They have a lot of money to
have the
lean
money.
on. They have a good service. They got software sales. They don't really have. They're not really depending on these games selling for them to survive. Sony PlayStation. What?
Sony
What's
don't
that?
have the money. They just
Yeah.
and my thing is this, right? That game boring as fuck.
Yeah.
That
I
child is
agree.
boring as fuck. Look,
100%.
Listen, I respect the fuck out of Pixel opinion and out of RHETRI, but I couldn't be in more of a disagreement because
You didn't like the first one?
No, look, the first one set me up. And if you haven't played the game, fuck you and your spoilers. That's on you. It's a trash game. You're not missing much, right? The introduction to that game was by far one, to this day, I would still say, the first Horizon game has one of the best introductions to a video game ever. I'm a little girl. I'm an outcast. I fight my way through these trials. I become accepted. Oh, no.
I agree.
All these people that finally accepted me just got killed. I felt so bad. Then the game really starts, and it's boring as fuck. Every time you see Horizon forgettable news fest, whatever it's called, right? All you see people do is walking around, panning the camera around fucking slow. That's all. Every
Straight
time
up.
you see a Horizon clip I have ever seen, it's never them fighting. You got big fucking dinosaur robots the size of the Alpha. I can't see one clip of nobody doing no fighting, no cool shit. But guess what I will see? Aloy slow walking through a field with the wind blowing in there. With a
I should have watched my gameplay, Nero, when I sent it out there to the public. I
Boring as
actually,
hell.
a lot, and I hear that a lot in the comments. I actually enjoyed the combat. I love the story. I love anything that has to do with the apocalypse, like the end of the world type of thing, and one of those like gotcha moments at the end of the story. If anyone actually finished it, I enjoyed it. But you know what? That's what you get here. See, a lot of these like Sony guys will come on here. They're gonna come in the comments. They're gonna talk shit just like they did last week. But I play different games, and I enjoy different games. So you know this is an echo chamber because if this was a Sony podcast, we'd all be sitting here saying that we love the game.
Exactly.
I'm saying I liked it. Pixel said he liked it. The other guys are saying they didn't like it. That's why this is not an echo chamber. This is why we are different. We are not the same. We are not the same.
Facts.
So.
And I want to say shout out to the haters, man. We see y'all. We know y'all need the new hottest podcast in the streets to get some clicks. Just make sure you hit that like button or dislike button before you fill our content.
Yeah.
You're fucking lame. And listen, you can't outgame nobody on this panel. You don't game more than me for sure, and damn sure not my co-host or the guest. So it's like, fuck you guys. Thank you for tuning in, and I want to keep making you guys mad. Hopefully, we can give you guys content to keep your dead in the water ass YouTube channels going. Right? Because we're on the way up. You guys are stagnant. That's the reason.
Yeah.
Like, we're literally one episode in, and we got people making videos and reactions to our podcast. We're doing something right.
First video we made last week.
Bro.
If you guys didn't mention it, actually, Demo is the one who let me know about it because I didn't follow us. What the hell is his name? I can't remember his name.
X-Vault Gamer or some shit.
Thank you, X-Vault.
He's probably watching right now.
Yeah,
right.
He's
He's
head.
I think what's funny is I wasn't there for like the first hour of the show, and then they clipped the bit where I'm like,
you were prominent.
You know how much he was watching it when I wasn't there the first hour of the show.
Yeah, fuck it.
X-Vault, I will say this, right? We're a gaming podcast. You're a gaming-centric channel. Challenge me to a game. I have Mortal Kombat 1. I will fuck you up. I have Infinite. I will fuck you up. I have the finals. I will fuck you up. And if I don't got the game, you might as well donate it so I can fuck you up. You already got the content off of our channel just to get fucked up. I will fuck you up. Call of Duty is dropping.
Talk that shit.
Yo, Nero's out here talking the bullshit. And on top of it, he posted while shit on
ADS's name aimed down sights for a reason, dickhead.
There is.
Read the fucking title before you just make statements.
We play a lot of shooters here. We don't fuck around.
Yeah,
you gotta watch out. Everyone on this panel is a beast at shooters, so watch yourself.
You saw RHETRI's comment in the chat earlier about how he admitted that I was better at Halo than him. Like, honestly,
why the fuck would you bring that up?
Yo, like y'all gotta like add me on Xbox to play some Halo. I'm down. I'm always looking for people to play Halo, but nobody wants to play Halo, bro.
I love
Hey,
Halo.
you're
mean,
in
Because
our
you know why?
Discord
None of my
now.
friends.
It's a
Join us.
man shooter. Halo is
Yeah.
where grown men and grown women go to play. That's why people bring up the low
For sure.
numbers. We don't play all that lily-nilly fucking emoting around like a fucking kid.
Don't you
I'm not,
fucking
hey,
talk about
hey,
Fortnite.
I'm just
I
saying.
want you to have that shit.
Come
Hey,
on.
I don't like
One on shit.
Fortnite either. I don't like Fortnite
love
either.
that
I'm with
shit.
Demo, I
Nero.
knew it was a reason I liked you,
like
brother. I'm just something about those characters. But like I said, Halo, Doom, Xbox
Yeah.
is home of the grown man shooters.
Yeah,
period.
for sure.
You can't no PlayStation dude intimidate me at all. You're literally a diehard for the console where competitive games go to fucking die. You understand what I'm saying? Like, you guys are fucking nobodies when it comes to anything competitive. We're not ducking y'all. Y'all can't even get a new kill zone. Meanwhile, we got Halo running on 20 years. Priorities is all fucked up. Demand better before you demand what's said on this podcast. Because, like I said, Rise of Ronin,
Right.
man. Look, if the Xbox tax was applied to Rise of Ronin, it'll be at the same score as Redfall. That's why I say Redfall
Yeah.
is better than Rise of Ronin.
Yeah.
Got to keep doubling back to that.
Yeah, 100% Nero. All right, let's get off of this topic and move on to the next piece. I'm sure this is gonna get clipped because facts hurt their feelings.
Oh yeah,
Let's move
I
on to the
understand, man.
next.
Like, everybody
Go
want
ahead,
to
Nero.
keep talking about Nero, but nobody ever challenged me to games. You want to challenge me to
Yeah.
back and forth?
I'm not even going to challenge you to games. You play
You feel
so
me?
Yeah.
many games.
No, Nero.
You
there's
make
a
me look
reason
like
I said it, I
Nero
said it.
is
I'm a
on
top
this
in
podcast.
comparison.
I saw how much he plays, and I wanted someone who just doesn't fucking play Twitter and doesn't just talk bullshit, who actually plays games, and all of us do. Where I play a ton of games. Panda just spent 14 hours playing Dragon's Dogma. Make no mistake, we are
Yeah.
gamers. You know, we
I don't do
podcasters
multiplayer,
secondly.
but I did put 700 hours in Starfield. So
And look, that's just
Yeah.
we
go
game.
with
Come on
somebody
now.
Yeah,
that
we
put.
game around here, no doubt.
Yeah.
And I want to double down on that. Like, whether you got 700 hours in Fortnite or 700 hours in the single player game, I respect gamers first and foremost. I don't care if you're a pony, and if you game, we
Yeah.
got that much in common. So I respect you as another human, as a man, as a woman, just as a fellow gamer. Ponies can't seem to accept that. They don't only disrespect Xbox, they disrespect the real gamers out here. You a fraud ass gamer, half of these people on this app,
It's
right? They
disrespectful
play
stuff.
for Twitter likes and Twitter attention. They don't. Some people go home and cut on that Xbox or PlayStation to escape reality, right? Some people go home
Yeah.
to escape,
100%.
life. The kids go to sleep, the wife is asleep. Let me game. Let me, forget about my boss being a dickhead today, or I was almost in a car accident on the way home. Let me escape this trauma, right? And this is why I love all gamers, no matter the platform, because we're all trying to escape and just have a little peaceful moment in life. And gaming brings that to us. So I can respect people no matter how much we disagree on that simple front, right? But what I don't
100%.
respect is people who don't game as much as me, thinking that they can just come talk to me or anybody I associate with any type of way. I don't respect you.
Yeah.
I don't respect
Lyric
your
saying
gaming. All right.
Twitter over gaming. Fuck you, Lyric.
It's
see
so
you.
true because look, some people go home and cut on their Xbox. Other people go home and open the Twitter app and just troll all day, man. Like, it's a
Yo,
difference.
some of us can do both. Some of us, I will do
Facts.
both. That's how.
Facts.
We like multilingual up in this motherfucker. Like, that's how good we are. I will beat you in COD, and I'll be tweeting how I beat you at COD at the same time. Anyways,
And I'm editing the highlights as I tweet that shit out, posting it to show everybody.
While also eating a snack, RHETRI. You've got to be doing all three and still like.
yeah,
Yeah.
and get the Cheeto fingers, everything, the full gamut right there. So this will probably be clipped because I'm about to talk shit about something we predicted a long time ago, and that is the death of PSVR2. I told y'all, you gotta listen.
Let's get an
Sony is
RIP in the chat.
reportedly-
When was it legitimately born? It was dead on arrival.
TOA, and there's so many reasons to why
It's an
that would be,
abortion.
Pixel.
It's a stillbirth.
Wait, are you
of
saying
console.
that Xbox
keep it
made the
real.
right decision and not go
And
down
not
the
do
VR?
it?
Yes,
Of
they
course.
did.
Apparently they did.
What?
We called this niche even on last gen when they only had like 8. Well, I think it sold like 8 million or whatever the hell it sold, because that's not a lot. right? Like we said last week, you sell 100% to every fucking PSVR2 person that's out there, and you got 8 million sales. That you would have to hit 100% to get that. So Sony is reportedly pausing PSVR2 production to clear excess inventory. Sales of the $550 headset were reportedly slowing due to a lack of games. You don't say.
You said slowing.
Slowing to an
Beyond
absolute
slowing.
pause, allowing inventory to pile up. Yeah, after producing in excess of 2 million units of its latest virtual reality headset, Bloomberg is reporting that Sony is hitting pause on production to try and shift its unsold inventory. PlayStation VR2 launched last February. Jesus, it was just last February for $550 as an accessory for the PS5. But IDC data suggests that shipments have declined each quarter since. It is literally like watching a terrible stock go down. Bloomberg suggests that the problem is a lack of content for the headset. The PSVR 2 is compatible with a handful of AAA games, including Horizon, Call of the Mountain, Gran Turismo 7, and entries in Resident Evil series, as well as a range of smaller titles. But the $550 headset costs more than the PS5 itself, which we also said was a problem. So expectations are high. Bloomberg notes that Meta and Apple have faced similar content challenges with their own headsets. I know a lot of people have talked about why the PSVR 2. I mean, we were seeing like why it's not successful. We see them now talking about PC compatibility because they were like, oh shit, like we got to catch up. But the biggest problem out the gate, because I was gonna get this thing out the gate.
Speak on
they
it.
said,
I know
they
what you're
said
gonna
what?
say.
You know what I'm gonna say, Pixel, right?
Yep.
They don't have what, Pixel? Finish my
No
sentence.
backwards compatibility.
Bingo.
Are you dumb?
Bingo. How dumb are you?
Because we believe in generations also applied to the VR headset.
Yeah,
Apparently-
No,
Apparently
because
it's-
they want you to buy the games again to continue to
Exactly,
milk
Demo.
those tits. And that's what
exactly
Sony
what I said.
PlayStation is failing so bad because a lot of people in the economy, though, the economy is not that good. And a lot of people
Yep.
are realizing I'm being milked over here. Now, I'm right here, right now, talking to one of my fellow pony friends on Instagram. He sent me a message telling me that, oh, I'm playing the Rise of Ronin. It's so good. The graphics are not that good. And I'm like, bro, what the hell are you talking about? I'm playing Dragon's Dogma. I'm playing Evil West. Oh, and he's like, oh, I'm playing Man Eater too. I'm almost getting the platinum. That's on Game Pass.
You say Man Eater?
Like, what the hell are
I've
you
been on
talking
Game Pass
about,
for like
bro?
3
You're getting
years.
milked.
Yeah.
And look, the
been on
funny
there
thing
twice.
is that this guy has an Xbox. I'm like, you an idiot. You an
That's
idiot.
what I say. They can't do
Like,
basic math.
How are you gonna
Game
buy
Pass isn't
Man
valuable.
Eater? And when you have Game Pass and you can just play that in there, like, bro, you know what? You deserve everything that's coming to you, ponies. You totally deserve everything that's happening to you. Getting those tits milked, like that's coming. You're gonna be empty in no time, bro. Straight up.
If
You get
Rise
what
of
you get.
Ronin's gameplay was so fantastic, people wouldn't care about the graphics side of it. But it's
100%.
It's not good enough to overshadow. Like you look at Elden Ring, the gameplay, the way that game was set up, the gameplay loop,
Perfect
everything,
example.
absolutely overshadowed people who were complaining about how it looked. It's like you don't care
Yep.
about that.
By
but
the
game
way,
was
that game
beautiful
also-
art style
yep.
as well.
One art direction. People got to remember too that what the difference between art direction, Elden Ring 1, fantastic, looks beautiful, versus graphic fidelity. Dragon's Dogma 2 is not huge on the graphic fidelity, but who cares?
Thank you, RHETRI. People
Who cares?
don't
Because the
understand the
gameplay is
difference.
awesome.
They don't
I know.
understand the difference
Gameplay's
between
fantastic.
art
Educate
style
yourself.
and please educate yourself because art style is so unique. Just like South of Midnight and just look at Hi-Fi Rush. Art
Exactly.
style, baby.
Exactly.
Like, I would even say
Great example,
know,
Hi-Fi Rush.
like okay, it's not too many games that Sony has that I like, but I will say Returnal art style to me personally looks dope. You feel what I'm
Yes, it
saying? So
does.
certain games art
Oh, yeah.
styles is great. You don't need everything
Yeah.
to be a GTA or Red Dead or Cyberpunk, and even
Absolutely.
Cyberpunk has a unique art style. It's not necessarily life to life graphics. It has a unique twist on it. So
Yeah.
a lot of people do need to educate themselves, man, because it gets embarrassing after a certain amount of time when people just try to group every single game graphics under one umbrella. It's like, yo, Did you
I
guys
hate
just
that.
start gaming this generation or the PS4?
Yeah.
You know we don't care about
Hogwarts.
PSVR when we can't even
Hogwarts
stay
was-
on topic.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I mean,
man.
you can't. But
That's
like,
what we was talking about. Oh yeah, that piece of shit. Oh,
to the
yeah,
graphic conversation, Hogwarts was a great example. Fidelity was not great, but it's a beautiful game in art
No, wait,
direction.
well,
Lovely
hold on. What
to
are
the
we
Harry
talking
Potter
about here?
universe. It was terrific.
Hogwarts was beautiful, bro.
I'm talking about, yes, I'm saying art
Oh, but-
direction.
But
Graphically,
yeah,
it is.
but the graphics
it's-
on that they was not like, bro.
I'm not saying they're
that was
bad.
Good looking
I'm not.
game.
Look. So people jump like from zero. Dude, that was like my favorite game last year. So I'm not here to talk. I absolutely love that. The art direction is fantastic, but I don't. Fidelity wise, I don't think it was like
Console
a crazy,
fidelity, yeah.
Console fidelity. I'm talking
see,
about.
I agree.
You know
I
what I'm
agree with
saying?
both of y'all. I think RHETRI is absolutely on point because Pixel is right too. The game is beautiful. It's gorgeous, but
It's
it's
absolutely
only
gorgeous.
beautiful, in my opinion, because of its art style. Just that
Exactly.
that Hogwarts, the atmosphere, and a lot of
They
people don't talk
nailed
about
the atmosphere.
atmospheres in games. You know, if you respect my opinion in games, check out the Metro trilogy.
So you didn't think
Yeah.
the texture work on that game was? So here's the thing, right? So I guess I'm confused about use of the word fidelity when we're talking about like the visual quality of a game, right? What the
Right.
game lacked is probably atmosphere, right? Like particle effects, like not heavy particle effects, but the texture work in that game was really pristine. Like the cloth, the materials and stuff was really clean in that game.
Okay, I see what you're
So
saying.
The bells
Like,
and whistles.
inside
when
the
you say
building was
fidelity, right?
unbelievable. Yeah.
I'm thinking about like it just not looking up to standard for its generation, which would be Elden Elden Ring, right? Where it visually looked like a last gen game, let's say, right? But its art style,
Sure.
gave it more, right? This game
Yeah.
was definitely a current gen looking game, right? It's so would you mean are you talking more like in terms of like the atmosphere and
The
like
performance?
No, I
or
think it had
performance, or
I think
like
it had atmosphere in gobs. Listen, this was like a narrative online where people were saying that the fidelity of Hogwarts wasn't that great, but it was still like a beautiful game. Art direction was great.
It's all stripped back
inside
on
the building,
consoles, yeah.
inside the buildings were fantastic. They looked beautiful. I think art direction was very, very good on that game, but it was. And I was a proponent for it because there was so much hate about UE5 coming out. That's a UE4 game.
Yeah,
And I pushed that and I said, this is what you can do when you're at the end of a life cycle of tech. Yeah, with UE4. That's a UE4 game. 4.2 actually to be precise.
Yo,
and it's fucking fantastic.
you know what I think it is?
hold on. So just so we're clear, right? Fidelity, visual fidelity means the degree to which an asset resembles its real-world counterpart in texture, lighting, properly weighted animation, etc. That's what fidelity means. So maybe we're using it out of context here, or at least, or maybe
Sure.
people on the internet was, because things in that game look like their real-world counterpart.
I got you.
So that's where it's throwing me off.
Yeah, more okay. Maybe
And
I should say
and that's
resolution because the internet.
Yeah.
I'm going off of what the internet was perceiving that game
Yeah,
to
I
be.
got you, Retri. I
You know what I'm
think
saying?
that's one of those games where because it wasn't tied to a console, and this happens a lot.
Yes.
It's not tied to a console, and certain people make it their business trying to downplay that shit. First,
of course.
another example is that Avengers game. Beautiful game. You compare that to Spider-Man visually, texture work, animations, it's very much on par. But because it wasn't tied to a console, that doesn't look that good. So that's why I'm having a little pushback on using that term, because I know how certain people try to play themselves. Where some games actually do look good, and you trying to pretend it don't, because it don't fit your narrative. Like only one studio can make good games. A lot of these other studios make tight looking games. So
it's
And
kind of
shout out
hard
to
for me
Avalanche coming out of nowhere with that game, bro. No one knew who they were.
Yeah, man. Yeah,
and
they
damn.
Yeah, that game,
God, best-selling
I
game last
played
year.
the hell out of that game, bro.
I
Me
just
too.
installed it.
Fantastic.
I just installed it like 2 days before Dragon's Dogma dropped, because I was talking to some homies and I'm like, this game is so good, bro. I want to go 100 complete it, and I know I can. And it's so good that I will start a new playthrough, probably be a Gryffindor this time, and just fully do every side thing possible in the game. But then I was just like, Dragon's Dogma, I just can't see myself balancing both of those. So I'm definitely
Yeah.
gonna come back. But I guess it's hard for me to put it in words, Pixel, because I think terms do get used wrong. But
Yeah, all the time.
I guess when I say art style, I mean like, okay, you got Last of Us Part 2, and then you got A Plague's Tale Requiem, and then you got Hogwarts Legacy. All three games is absolutely beautiful, but the different atmosphere that those A Plague's Tale and Last of Us is going for
Yep.
is separate and different from the art direction and technical aspect that Hogwarts is going for, if you get what I'm saying.
Yep.
It's
And
kind
see,
of
in
hard.
those two games, it's what those games do well is the additional layering in the atmosphere, right? There's fog effects, there's
Yeah.
like other things.
Mhm.
Hogwarts tends to stray away from that, right? You get very little weather effects. It's more of a cleaner art style.
Yeah.
I don't think they even had like a lot of fog effects in that game, that kind of thing. So
Only
I
if
know
you
what you're
were like
saying.
in the caves and whatnot.
Yeah,
Yeah.
in the caves and
Yeah.
stuff like that. But it wasn't like, but yeah, I mean, but
No.
by the same token, right? It's scale of game, right? A game like Horizon Forgotten West, right?
Right.
They have Forgettable West.
Forgettable.
I heard
They
you.
do, yeah, quote that, right? So
Yeah.
what they do is they have a lot of fog. It has a very atmospheric look. The
Mhm.
reason for that though is because the fog is to hide the shitty draw distance.
They
And
budget
I
went to
know,
the fog and
Yeah.
not the writers.
but it is technically designed to prevent you from seeing the distance, because if you see the texturing in the distance, it looks bad. So they use
Right.
fog to hide it. And I know Sony dudes get tight when I say that, but I can prove it, right? You be in a desert, you're in a desert, there's a fucking fog all around you. You can't escape the goddamn fog. There's no way out of it. A fog is a cloud. Eventually it's supposed to dissipate at some point, and never happens. It's just going with you everywhere in every scene. So it creates atmosphere, but you know, there's a design reason you do that. But I'm sorry, I digress.
No, you're good, Pixel. Yeah, I think like to Pixel's point, I think a lot of these things, and maybe I misspoke in how I was trying to convey what was going on with Hogwarts, and it basically because it was a narrative, and I was shaking
Yeah.
my head. It was a fucking narrative
Yeah.
online, and I'm like, are you kidding me?
Well, it's a
Dude,
bunch of
love that game.
narratives, man, and this is why I go back to once again with the corrupt media, because they push a lot of these narratives, even with the whole trans thing. Just to touch on that, it's a trans character in the game that plays a important role in the story that you cannot avoid.
Yeah.
She's a part of the
Bro,
main
it's
quest. So,
literally that quest line is, I want to say it's like 2 missions.
yep.
So I'm not sure if would even call it critical. It is a side note. You have to go through the path, yes, but it isn't such an important thing that it's like,
Mhm.
let me put it this way. It is, that side quest is damn sure written better than the side quest that they put in the Spider-Man to
Yes.
I knew you were
represent.
gonna say that.
Dude,
I
seriously?
knew you were going there.
We helping you date? Really? That felt so much more forced than what
Yep.
they did here, right?
And that's what I loved. Hogwarts
Yeah,
felt so natural.
exactly. Yeah, Hogwarts felt very natural, and that's not a shade on Spider-Man. It's just that when you're trying to force things into a game,
Mhm.
it can feel forced. And in that scenario, it's like, why am I here? Like,
I tell
you know,
since let's be fair, because I am, to be petty, fuck Spider Man. They hold
yeah,
the
I'm sorry.
writers.
Get it.
But what I will say is a game from Sony, a studio that didn't force it, was with Last of Us, with Ellie and her sexuality. You know, the hint that she threw in the back of the car when she found the Playboy magazine and she was like, ew, and stuff like that. It
Mhm.
kind of hinted towards her not gonna be attracted to what she's seen even when she was younger. So that is a natural character development.
Right,
And
right.
I love that when it feels natural and it don't feel forced, because nobody has a problem with you putting representations in games and making people feel like, you know, you can be in this game or this
It's got to
universe.
be well written.
Our problem
It's
is
gotta be
when you
believable.
force this shit and make it non-believable and it's just there just to appease certain people. It's just
You mean like a Hulk version of Mary Jane? Yeah.
yeah, right.
Oh my
That's
god.
okay.
Listen,
Listen,
I'm sorry. but I'm never
Yo.
fucking getting over it. I'm sorry. I'm just
I'm
not. There is
1,000%
no
with you,
scenario
Pixel.
where my wife is gonna tank a hit from me. I'm a
That's
big
okay.
dude. If she does, I'm looking at her different. Like, oh shit.
Yeah.
Like, come on, son.
That whole like the baby ink discussion, and I know a lot of people
I'm
avoided
not
it.
having a baby discussion. I don't care about that. I'm just saying,
but
just
I have
bad
an issue with that one.
So.
That's my one and only issue is that fucking Mary Jane thing. When I heard that, I was like, you got to be shitting me. All of a sudden, Spider-Man can't take care of business, but she can. All of a sudden, she's a superhero. Come on. That's not good
wild.
writing. That's terrible. It doesn't make any
bad
fucking
writing.
sense.
Yeah,
It's bad writing. It's pandering. It's just it's ridiculous, man. And I'm sorry, but with the exception outside of Ellie, and you could argue Ellie character took a step back in Last of Us Part 2. Me, I'm mixed on it, but one could argue that Sony doesn't do female lead characters too well. And I will go out there and say that. And that's because I have been spoiled by the Laura Crofts. I've been spoiled by the Claire Redfields of the world, the Jills Valentines, even with the Resident Evil 8 DLC, the Shadow of Rose. Rose can potentially take over that franchise going forward, and it's done very well, and it's done very good. I feel like Sony just can't make naturally.
I'll take one note back on that. In Horizon 2, she's written bad. She's annoying. You don't she's almost intolerable, right?
You're making
at some
me
point,
almost like
she
not even
becomes
want to
awful.
get this on sale.
No, I mean,
Pixel.
you play it and just mute her, right? But there is one game that Sony should have continued as a female characters that I would have fucking played, and that's Uncharted. That Uncharted DLC for the last Uncharted game was better than the original game. And those two characters were better characters to me than Nathan Drake. They were more enjoyable to play. The gameplay loop was better, and the puzzles were better. Like I can play with Nadine, bro. Like I could rock with her. You know what I'm saying?
Good call out.
So yeah, I think that's probably the one of the Sony games that I actually would say was written in such a way that I could rock with that.
Yeah,
but
and
the other ones are kind of
exactly Yobi. Yeah.
This goes to show
100%.
that this is an Xbox panel, but we have no problem. This is what the other side can't do. They can't give props when a good game is a good game, man. Right?
Yep.
And look, I know a lot of people don't. I was
won't do
pissed. I was pissed when I found out Days Gone was not getting a sequel. I was pissed at the IGN review for being mad that it's a white biker in Oregon. Like, what the fuck?
What else would
the fuck do you want to see? A fucking gangbanger in Oregon?
In
zombie
Oregon.
apocalypse? What the fuck is we doing here? Another hashtag fuck IGN. This is why the media can't be trusted. Like, if there's anything to take, fuck Kotaku again, just to double back. Fuck IGN as well. It's like, I don't know, man. So Sony don't take too many risks with their characters. They're all very boring. And I feel like at some point Sony do hide behind the characters' love life and choice to justify the characters just being fucking poorly written, poorly executed, and they hide behind, hey, my character likes this, so overlook her being a fucking boring ass, poorly written ass character because hey, that community is being supported, and that's lazy. It's just laziness, man. It's lazy. Your game costs $200-300 million to develop, but you're paying the writers a fucking pack of ramen noodles, 2 packs of gums, and Gatorade. telling them get in there.
Ramen noodles and a cheeseburger.
God.
I want to shout out one more female character I did not hear mentioned that is my all-time favorite. Clementine from the Walking Dead series, one of the best.
Clementine, oh my god!
Tell me a story that has a better arc than Clementine.
I might have to go play that.
It's a hard one to beat.
Yeah,
so good, so damn good.
So good,
my biggest issue is just like they're not writing them as like fully fledged 4D, 3D characters. It's 2D hollow things that people don't believe is what is really going to happen. And it's like life is not black and white. It's grey and gritty as hell. And you want to see that. You want to feel like the world is lived in. And that's what it feels like. A lot of games are getting the soul sucked out of them because they're not going with their gut instinct around what people are wanting to feel. Like when you read a book or you watch a movie, or you watch a TV show, it has to feel like you connect with it to some degree in order to believe what you're watching, what you're playing. And as soon as you lose that connection, that person's turning it off and they're losing that connection. in that space because they're not making it realistic for what people know what the real world is like. Like if you pick a game or create a game in World War II era, you expect all the things that are around at that time because you know what it was like at that time, read history books, etc., etc. But if they start changing it and you're like, no, you can't do that because you're immediately going to get taken out of that, and you're fighting it with the content in your mind going, that doesn't line up at all. That's my issue, is like they're just basically putting someone on there for the sake of putting it on there, and I'm like, if you're gonna put them there, no issue,
check a box,
but
right,
don't check a box, make them real, make me care, make me think that they are part of this world rather than just a 2D cutout that you've put up on screen going, hey guys. That's my issue.
And you can judge characters sometimes by saying, like, you know, Laura Croft, I would love to go get beers with her, no matter what sexuality she like. I would like to go get beers with her. Right?
Definitely would.
Like certain characters, I would love to.
Miranda from Mass Effect.
I think that the biggest problem that's going on now with the writing in video games is like these people are not living. They're not living what they writing, so they cannot like translate that feeling towards people. It's like when you're listening to somebody who do gangster rap, and every time I see Drake on a diss song, I can't feel that. I can't feel you, bro. You know what I mean? I can't. You know, hey, man, hold on. No, bro.
I can't see him. I see him as that young little teenager on.
Yeah.
A series Pixel.
But now when you listen to DMX, you listen to Ice Cube, these people who actually work hard in the street. Now we got new guys that are like true gangsters, like King Von, who got killed, and then he actually killed people and shit, and they speak. You can feel the music.
One second, hold on. I think you're spot on about DMX life. I'm not sure if you're spot on about
Long Live the Goat.
Bro, like regardless of what you think about Ice Cube, he grew up in South Central LA, and that's rough.
Yeah, absolutely. He grew up in it. Absolutely.
Like whether you part of it or not, living there, it's just tough.
Yeah, but Drake was absolutely just, you know.
Yeah, bro. It is. You know what I mean? I'm not saying he's a bad rapper.
There it is.
Look, I'm not saying he's a bad rapper.
Drake ain't fucking with Cole.
But that's exactly what's happening. These people are not living out. They're not outside. These writers are literally sitting inside the freaking computer, just writing and creating these stories, but they're not living life in the real world like we are. Like I could honestly write a better story like any of these people out here that go ahead, like from Bambi Inc. They're trying to like misplay these characters. And obviously, I'm surrounded by all types of people from different backgrounds, different sexual orientation. Like all of that exists, but they're not in the middle of my life all the time. Every time I'm not surrounded by weirdos all the time. That's what I'm trying to say. Not every character has to be weird. Like there's regular people out there who do regular things. Come on, like
you know what it is, Demo? A big thing, and I always go back. This is why I love Xbox, and people know how it's because a lot of these studios have no fucking diversity. If you have no diversity, if you don't have the people from different backgrounds, from different ethnicities, from different cultures, from different upbringings, you're not gonna get a South of Midnight. It's just not gonna happen.
Yeah, well, hey, hold up. So
that game speaks to me in so many ways, bro.
The South of Midnight studio is white as driven snow.
God damn it!
So here's the thing. No, listen. Look, it is what it is. But you hire.
Look, they got diverse mindsets.
You hire. Because you hire. You hire writers. Right? You hire writers who are from that experience. You do your research. Like really do your research.
You gotta have that passion.
You have to want to do it, right? If you're making a story that's about a piece or a place or just the religion or whatever, you have to do your research on that, and you gotta get people from that place to tell you that this is how it sounds, this is what it looks like, this is what they do. You have to respect the narrative, right? So you don't get that every time, but in that case, that studio,
I'll tell you, I'm feeling South of Midnight. They're nailing that.
I do.
Hey, I want a poster. I want a South of Midnight poster for my wall.
Yeah. I'm about that Southern roots.
Definitely.
Voodoo, I'm about that, like, understanding that stuff. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
And if you're from the South or you got roots in the South, you hear the music for that track and you feel it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm
Yep.
saying?
From
You
New
see that
Zealand, and I was
conversation
like, I
between
feel
her
it.
and
I
Shaky
feel it.
Bones.
Yeah,
But
Shaky.
yeah,
Just the
Shaky
name,
Bones.
period.
Shaky
Shaky
Bones,
Bones.
character.
Like, come on,
That's
man.
the
That's such
character
a
that
lands.
set it
yeah.
off.
That
Dude.
sounds like something my
Yeah.
uncle or my grandmother would tell me is
You
Shaky
feel
Bones.
me?
Like,
Yeah.
Yep.
this is a kid to
Yep.
try to get me to straighten up my Shaky Bones gonna get your
Shaky
ass.
Bones
Right.
come
Yeah,
and
you know.
get you.
Shaky Bones gonna
So
get you.
yeah.
Like,
So
I might do that with my niece.
yeah, they clearly
Yeah, Shaky
did the
Bones in the bed.
research and understood it. But look, what's that? The game that Sony had put out with the Jim Sakai.
Ghost of Tsushima.
Yeah, Ghost of Tsushima.
Ghost. Yeah.
That's a white studio, bro. They did the research, bro.
Yo,
They did
Ghost is fire.
they like
Yo.
you could tell they really did the research. Like they understood
They
that
snapped for the fucking
Japanese
screen.
style of movie making
Yeah.
and like how to capture that feel. And you
Yep.
Yeah.
like okay,
The
you
white
got
and
it.
black mode.
You
Like
know what I'm
it's a
saying?
lot of detail.
So I'll say
Yeah.
this, right? It is if you are not from a place and you get people from the place to help guide your hand, man, and you
Sure.
see it, you see the results of it. You know what I'm saying? So there can be very good effects of those things, and when it's done badly, you get the shit like for Spoken.
You get Mary
right?
Jane.
Yep,
You get Mary Jane's and for Spoken.
Mary
I mean,
Jane,
you
Ratchet
know,
and Clank,
Forspoken. Yeah, that's a
bro.
great example.
Ratchet and
As a
Clank.
New Yorker, bro, like
Mhm.
we not all thieves and shit. Like you know, I'm
Yo,
just saying.
yeah, a lot of that pissed a lot of people
Yeah,
off. Understandably, like, come
So.
on, dude. Yeah. All right. Let's.
Retri, before we go to the next, I just want to
Yeah.
give
Go
a
ahead.
huge shout out to the chat, man. On YouTube, we got 50 people in here, but we got
Hey.
61 likes at the moment. That's huge, man.
Let's go.
Shout out
Yep.
to the chat, man. Real solid people. I love y'all. Give y'all some
100%.
pat on the back, man. Y'all make my Saturday night special, man. We only 2 episodes in, but yeah,
Yep, 2 episodes in. Got a bunch of new subscribers tonight too, Nero. Appreciate you guys that are new here for the first time. Listen to us talk that shit because that's what we do.
and if you don't hit the like button, you're pro IGN and you're a part of the problem.
Someone
part
said
of
that
the
earlier
problem.
about like if you don't hit the like button, you like Kotaku. Everyone's like, oh
Yeah.
shit, I'm gonna
If,
hit that
if
like
you don't
button.
hit the like button, you're part of the problem. You're anti-real gamers. That's
Yeah.
you're the issue. Look in the mirror. Be better. Hit the like
Be
button.
better. Well, talking about be better, let's go to this little ditty here. Yeah. So
No Diddy.
yeah.
Yeah, no
You seeing
Diddy,
this, right? You seeing this, right? Okay. I'm making sure it actually works because sometimes it doesn't work. So
That's strange.
Hi-Fi Rush. I know what people are gonna say, and it's fine. There's a definitely disparity on how many reviews are on PlayStation 5 versus Xbox and PC. That's gonna happen every time a game comes to another platform way later. It's just you're gonna have less people reviewing it. But we all told you this was a 90 plus game. We told you this was
Game of the
as
year.
close to
contender.
perfection in a game as you can kind of get.
Yeah.
I know, like I when I talked about this game, I said I can't find anything wrong with it. And here
This
we
is
are,
why it walked
sitting-
away with an
sitting
award
here.
at the Game of the Year awards, and Spider-Man didn't.
Facts.
0 for 7, right? Go
0
ahead.
for 7.
Oh, 007, baby.
Oh,
Pixel, bringing up the
007.
007 numbers. Yep. Yeah, so sitting on a 90 on PS5, sitting on an 87, and I'm hearing, and this is a great example. I know it's not a huge number. It's a 3-number difference or whatever, 3 digits, not that big of a deal. But a lot of people were saying, wow, it's because it came out a year later and PlayStation got the definitive. No, they didn't.
No.
That's the same damn game that we played
It is the
because there was
same
no damn issues when I played that a year
Not
ago.
one.
I saw people lying
Not one.
online talking about,
Quit
there was
lying.
issues. And I'm like, yo,
Yeah,
say that shit
bullshit.
to somebody else.
You know the game was good when Digital Foundry didn't have anything negative to say about it because they're a part of the Xbox tax, just to a lesser degree. They're just doing their job allegedly.
Factual.
But
Right,
they would
yes,
go
sir.
out their way to point out a little hair misclipping.
I played the game for 13 hours so I could find a spot that had a 2 FPS drop. It's right here. Go in the
Dude.
grass. It happens. If you look up and look down and duck, there you go. I'm dead ass.
This
They
game
did it
was
in
so fucking
Hitman
solid.
3. They did it in Hitman 3. The
Unreal,
effort they went to
dude.
find a spot. But to your point, the PC version came out the same day as the Xbox version. So you can't tell me there's a reason that they're scored differently. Doesn't even matter that it's not the same number of scores. It's the same game on both. And then
Yep.
you had somebody like, was it last week, where the guy said he didn't like it.
Yes, 2 people did this
hated
actually.
the music. He hated the music.
Hated the music.
Forgot which which magazine he writes for,
I
but he
know.
hated the
I know,
music.
Demo.
And then he said he
Refunded the
refunded
game.
it. He made a whole public thing. I refunded
Yes,
it, man.
Pixel. Yep.
Right? And then now you get caught red-handed talking about, yo, I don't like the music, but this game is fire. Really?
Yep.
Yeah,
All of a
and I
sudden-
know
Really, my
why.
guy?
I know why. He was sitting on that dual sense, bro. He
Yeah.
got
He
got
must
the
have been.
game.
He must
He
have been.
sat on the dual sense, and they were like, "Oh, how music sounds just fine now, bro. Come on, get out of here, bro. Like I'm not even into the type of music that the game, like rock and roll and like different type of music genres that I don't usually hear or listen to. Boy, bro, come on. He just went with the game. Like
Apparently
some games
everything
got.
sounds better with a dual
Yeah, bro. Nah,
my
man, I
issue
hate
is-
vibration.
my
Bro,
issue
you a
is-
sweat just like me. We turn off vibration. Like if you're telling me right now you don't turn off vibration, like I tell you, you
Demo,
lie.
that's why I don't take them serious as fucking competition. You can't
Yeah.
come challenge me in no fucking shooter using haptic fucking feedback on your triggers.
Of course, there you go.
You feel what I'm saying?
Facts.
Like, I'm gonna smoke your ass. So it's like,
I'm sorry, but I use vibration, and I'm still better than RHETRI.
How dare you?
How dare you turn that
I
shit
need
off
you
right
to
now?
come into my
I
lobby
really-
so we can
It-
turn this on.
It helps me with my ADHD. Okay.
By the way, that what you were thinking of Pixel, it was funny enough.
Yeah.
It was Noisy Pixel that did that, and they had to send out this
Yes.
really long tweet saying why that happened and trying to defend the person that originally said that they got the refund and all this bullshit.
But even
and it
the
was two
defense was a
different
lie.
people. It was all bullshit.
They were like,
Yeah.
I don't like the music. Then they turn around in the same thing where they're like
Same
saying,
music.
this is why he didn't play the game, or the person didn't play the game. I'm like, well, how did you know that you didn't like the music if you didn't turn the game on?
He
why are
lied in
you
real
having
time.
You refund
somebody
it.
review a game that don't? My thing is, stop having reviewers who obviously know that this game, just like the Starfield IGN reviewer, you know that's not your fucking type of genre. You know that game wasn't going to be for you. Why the fuck are you reviewing it when it's literally people that work for these companies already that are diehard, maybe RPG people, diehard first-person shooter people? They're not putting like these sites have no organization or no guidance when it comes to who they put on these reviews. And then shit like this happens. That's why it's okay. Throw them a scrap here and there, Xbox. Not too much. Now throw them a scrap. They don't got nothing to eat over there. Throw them the occasional, little something slight, just so you can expose how biased this fucking industry is, man. The Xbox tax is real.
Yes, it is.
Pretty much.
We've seen it in real time. I guess we can move on to the next subject. By the way, fuck Noisy Pixel as well. You guys are full of shit. So hashtag fuck Noisy Pixel, because
Yes.
now I can't trust you guys either. And they weren't the only ones. I can't remember who else did it, but the Noisy Pixel was not the only one saying that shit too.
There's so many people who were like, it's a better game because of the DualSense controller.
And
Yeah.
it'd be deeper than gaming. I got a specific love for Hi-Fi Rush because Hi-Fi Rush came out in what it came out in February last year.
Yeah.
Was it
Shadow
February
drop.
last year? That's when I
January,
got
right?
discharged
No,
from
January.
January. I woke up from my 2-month COVID coma in January when that dropped. So when I came home, my whole right side, like I couldn't even hold my controller, right? I couldn't even. So I had to sit back and just listen to my friends and hear everybody praise Hi-Fi Rush for how good it was. So when I was finally able to get the strength back in my hands to go play the game and sit down with it, even I was kind of threw off because I'm like, how the fuck is this not a 90 minimum on Metacritic?
Right, yeah.
But then you look over and see, oh wait, it is a 90, just not for the fucking Xbox side,
Yep.
which is
Yep.
ridiculous.
Which is wild.
It's the same version. They even have the same shadows, bro. Which that's another point that they brought up, the Digital Foundry, I think, that that the shadows in PS5 are better than the ones on Xbox. Some of this bullshit. And I'm like, bro, like literally the PC, which is the way better version than the PlayStation, they both had the same shadow types. The Xbox and PC version. It's just like a different port. So they added a little bit
actually
more,
just
whatever,
looks like just the contrast was different on the pictures. That's
bro.
it. The contrast, like literally, the
was different
contrast
on the
looked different. And
pixels.
if you
Yeah,
look
bro.
really closer, the PS version looked like the shadows was actually more jagged. But DF has a habit of saying, no, this definitely
Of
looked better.
course.
Okay, okay,
They're pixel peeping literally. They're looking for any flaw they can possibly
Bro.
find.
Hey,
You know what I
much
mean?
love, Jedi, and much love, Yobi. I appreciate y'all, bro.
Yeah. Thanks, guys, for saying that. And we are glad Nero is back to himself as well, obviously.
Glad to
'cause
have
he's
you here, bro.
talking that shit with us.
God kept me
100%.
here to see the downfall of IGN, and after they fall to the ground,
And
we'll see where
Kotaku.
we go from there. We'll see how it all
Gonna
plays
see
out.
the world burn.
Yeah, exactly. All right. I think we got one more topic I'm going to bring up here, and that is just kind of somewhat related to an Xbox topic, but it's about Steam and their family sharing features or the family plan. So Steam the other day announced the Steam Families. It's an overhaul of their family sharing system. The system gets rid of limits on how many people can play games from one library, makes buying games for your kids easier, and adds new parental controls and sharing options. Before, you needed to use two different systems, family sharing and family view, if you wanted to share your library, but limit which games your kids could play. Also, under the old approach, only one person at a time could play a game from another person's library.
Oh, that's fantastic. Yeah.
So I just wanted to bring this up because a lot of people were like, "Oh my God, Steam beat Xbox to the to the family sharing plan before Xbox did." I mean, technically, Xbox had it on beta. I mean,
I
Panda,
played it.
No,
I mean, I
hey,
used it. I
listen,
was one
you
of the
had it.
countries that
technically,
had access to
Steam
it.
Yeah.
had it for like a decade. So
Yeah, they just had a crappier version.
yeah, it's a
of
crappy
it.
version of it, but they've had
Right.
it for a. My oldest son was like a teenager when that first came out. I've been that
I mean, it
that
was
share is
useless
not
though.
new.
I mean, if you
It's
can't play, I mean, it's good that Steam did this, but it was pretty damn useless. It sounded like. Nice that you could share the same library, but you can't play
you
games at the
can't.
same time.
Yeah, well, I think it was
Kind of a
that you
problem.
couldn't play the same game at the same
The same
time,
game,
which
yes,
is
yeah.
exactly how it is currently on the Xbox for the most part now.
Yeah. Uh-huh.
It's
It's the
almost the
same
same
shit.
system on the Xbox. If you
And it probably
you
will be when the family plan comes out too. I don't know if it's going to be or if that's going to be different. I hope it is.
Well,
But
they would have to do it more like what Steam is doing now, where it's
right.
it's kind of open season. But I mean, it just needs to be pointed out that Steam had the system before. It's not a new system, right? They've expanded it, so you can say they beat Microsoft to making it great, but they had it way before Microsoft even had Game Pass. So
Yeah,
just
that's
saying,
true.
like as a
Do you
Steam player,
guys?
right? So
Right. Yeah. Absolutely. The only reason I even wanted to bring this up is in relation to the Xbox family plan. DemoFlow, I'll go to you. Do you think that? You still think we're going to see the family plan come back? Do you think it's going to be a higher price point? Like, what do you think's going on with that thing? And you think it's dead in the water or what?
I don't know, man. Like, I look honestly. I don't have a problem with the way things are right now. Like I literally have my Xbox Series X right next to my PC, and I have a dual setup of monitor here. So I have my Xbox on one monitor, my PC on another monitor. So I play Mortal Kombat on one monitor on my Xbox, and then on the other on my computer, I'm playing Halo. I'm playing whatever that I could get on my computer. And in between games, I practice my combos, this and that. My girlfriend plays on my Xbox One X that I still have, that still works and is pretty good on my 4K TV here. And then she's playing Visual, all these little girly games like Unpacked,
Yeah.
whatever. Hey, but she plays sometimes and it works perfectly. We under the same account and I have no problem. So basically, my family plan is already here. That the only thing that we cannot do is play both the same game, which is like I don't get why this made even news because like I don't know. I mean, I guess it's good that you can share games on their one account with your friends, but at the end of the day, I mean, like at the end of the day, bro, I don't know. I think the family plan will be like a good thing for like big families, but in
Yeah, I
reality,
think it's just about saving money because I personally know several
Yeah.
people that are
But, like, who
paying this
can-
2 or 3 times over.
yeah, but who can you
mean?
really trust to do all this? I don't think it's gonna happen. And if it happens, you're gonna see an increase in price, obviously, because like nobody's doing this shit. Not even Netflix. Netflix is cutting off the accounts that you can have on. So you know what I mean. So why is Xbox gonna go the other way
That's
to
a
please?
good point. If they
You
do
know,
it this way, they have to. They got to really go all in. You can't introduce that family plan and then maybe 6 months or a year later,
exactly.
the prices.
Increase the price. So I don't want a price increase. I think Game Pass right now is sitting at a very reasonable price, right? Matter of fact, I'll get it for free via Microsoft Rewards. Like a lot of people, let's bring this up. A lot of people were like your bull guy, your what is it, Xbox Gaming and Red Dragon were celebrating the death of the Microsoft Rewards. That was this week on Twitter. I don't know if you've seen that shit.
No, I didn't see that.
Prematurely.
Bro, I cooked it on my video and I was like, bro, you guys are stupid because not even an hour later, after your dumbass tweet, Microsoft and Xbox came out talking about how they move the rewards to have it all in one place.
Right.
Yep.
Right? So you ponies are idiots. You cannot read, you cannot add, subtract, multiply, whatever. Like you guys stupid.
Yeah, you don't do
and
that.
you keep on talking shit without even knowing how this shit works. I get Game Pass for free. Hate on me all you want. You're just jealous because you have to pay and you got to milk your tits in order to pay for your games. I don't have to do any of that. I get my games. You know, I saved enough money to be able to buy Dragon's Dogma day one for $70, which I don't even like. But I have an excuse. I save money on Game Pass, and I didn't have to buy, Madden 24, NBA 2K24. I didn't have to buy, Man Eater. I didn't have to buy Evil West. I didn't have to buy Persona 3 Reload. I didn't have to buy a bunch of games. Like, I saved so much money this year on Game Pass, bro, that I had the opportunity to buy Dragon's Dogma and still laugh at you, pieces of shit.
You know, in a world where the economy is so fucked up and it's so hard to put food on the table, especially even I can't speak for countries, but I'm gonna just speak for where I'm at in America. Like it's really hard. It's getting hard out here for people. I have family. I have people that got kids. It's getting tough for people. So to be against a service that helps parents not have to choose between getting a kid a game this month or putting food on the table, you know it's always going to be food first. That's the
Right.
most important.
Yep.
So a parent being able to do both is very important, man. And it's even better when you do bring a family subscription and, even if it's not everybody in the same house, like even if, we get the family subscription as a podcast and we split it down between, like, that's just a pro.
Right.
It's good to have those choices. And also,
it would probably save everybody money. When I say a price increase, I'm talking about what it was, the family plan, what was it introduced at, not individual Game Pass. That's not what I'm talking about.
Yeah,
I'm talking about it going from the 25 a month.
A price increase because right now I'm paying like $45 a month. Actually, it's more, right? It's like 17.
Yeah, 17 times, however Ultimate. Many times you're doing it, right?
18 times 3, like,
right.
They getting it right now. So yeah, hopefully they
even if it's priced at $30, right, Pixel? That's still
just get just a little decrease somewhere. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
it's a good service.
Like it's something. You just got to have like Demo was saying. Like I don't know if I trust that many people. You'd have to find people that you trust that maybe will Venmo you some money or whatever, or you're just a nice guy and you're paying for it all. I don't know.
Exactly. Like somebody in the comments. So shout out to Censorship Tube. He say that DemoFlow, you cannot trust your family, and yeah, I can trust my families. But look, let me tell you something, bro. Like kids, they will buy anything. If you have your kid in your account and you don't have a password and you don't have anything like that, like you've seen what happened. They can spend thousands of dollars on, accessories and whatever and skins. So, and imagine having other people like your friends, like that with their kids. So it'll become a whole mess.
Makes a good
point,
so
actually. I don't know.
Whoever's got the family pass actually holds the account, is the one who shares it out and manages it and everything like that. Because I know that we had it had 5 accounts.
Yeah, 5.
I was only using 3 of them. I didn't have 2 other people to share it with at that time, but they kept it isolated. I guess they were looking at it in like keeping it country rather than
it was
worldwide.
Which I think is
so I could only share
that
with
alone
people
is awesome.
within New Zealand.
Right.
But it was still so cheap to get access to Ultimate for every one of us, so we could all use cloud when we wanted. Because right now I just pay for one Game Pass Ultimate, and I share that with my sister so she can access all the games that I have access to, but she can't use cloud because it's not available unless she purchased Ultimate herself. So I really hope they bring it back because it was cheap. As soon as you start sharing it out to 5 people, it was cheaper than if buying 5 accounts, and that's the idea behind it. And I really think it's going to come back to some degree or another, but I think they are looking at what everyone else is doing, including like how Netflix was getting those additional subscriptions. But for households, where you got families where
That's
everyone's
great, and
playing,
it worked for Netflix.
so
but guess
hard.
what? They're still doing. Guess what? They're still doing this year, even after that. They're increasing their prices, so it didn't even
know.
matter. You know what I mean? So I don't want to see increase in prices either, but there is a breaking point where I think the family plan financially makes sense for
It's going to be the
a
next
decent
thing that
amount of
makes
people,
sense.
not a lot of people, but there could younger generation coming up too could see this and probably not a good idea because young people are usually stupid, but they could be like, oh, I'll just get 4 of my friends and we'll all share it,
Yeah.
and life will be great. You know, and as long as you can control what other people are possibly purchasing, like DLC through those accounts, because there's got to be some sort of control, Panda, or else what DemoFlow is saying
Oh, it's still
would be fucking insane.
So you share it out. They get access to Game Pass and Ultimate and everything like that, but they still have their own individual because it's linked to their own gamer tag and stuff.
their
So if they
own-
want to buy a
okay.
game,
Do
if
they
they
do
want to buy
Okay.
DLC,
Do they do
DLC.
So it's not like
Did they
Amazon
do the
Prime, because you know Amazon
No.
Prime. I have Amazon Prime with my sister-in-law, my mother-in-law, and
Right.
sometimes they be like, "Oh, let me send
they
you
go
$20
crazy.
because I bought some stuff." Bro, like, come on, you don't gonna know. You don't gonna
Nothing
know if I
like
got
that.
$20 in my
It's
account. Like,
just
you're gonna
the
kill
Game
me.
Pass bit. Yeah, it's just the
Okay,
Game Pass. From
so
what
you're
I do
just-
in the
Okay,
beta,
okay.
just
Okay,
the Game
I'll
Pass
get it.
bit.
That
Yeah.
makes sense. That makes a lot of sense.
That's cool.
Thank you
That's
for
cool.
clarifying that up, because
Thank
honestly,
you.
I haven't even thought of that till Demo said it. I was like, oh shit.
But
that's a
then
good
again,
point.
bro, if you think about it, it's so cheap to get Game Pass, and you can get it also via Microsoft Rewards for free, like I do. You know,
Yeah,
I take
I
like
agree with you
2.
on that.
Like, come on, like you don't even need this shit. Like all these ponies crying about, like, oh, when are you gonna get the family plan? Like Microsoft lied to you, bro. I don't need that shit. I'm getting Game Pass for free. So do what you want to do. I don't care. I don't care about
Yeah.
y'all. What you think? I'm playing.
Yeah. I mean, it's clearly not. It's not for everybody. This is for like
Yeah.
a niche
Yeah.
amount of people who are going to do it, and it could help them with their Game
course.
Pass subscriber numbers to balloon a little bit if they're going to, do this. I think it's while you're seeing, to the point of why you're seeing guys like Netflix and HBO and these other subscription services not allow you to share anything, not even in the same damn state anymore. I think this would be. I think it's good PR, even if it's in the same country. I think that's damn good. Well, everyone else is going in the opposite.
As
Yeah.
cable TV
Awesome.
and that. It's going to get
Yeah.
set up. It's going to get just as
100%
expensive if they don't
Panda.
fix it.
But like, I mean, maybe what Steam is doing, maybe this pushes Xbox to look at the family plan once again, bring it back to, because I think it hit 8 countries at one point. It was
Yeah.
at $25, and
Well, they
it's
were
not
really
gonna be,
nice
I don't think
when
it's gonna
they
be $25.
when they cancelled it. Like they said, hey, it's going away. We're re-looking at it and deciding what it's going to be like as its final product. But they were like,
Yes.
and depending on how long you were in here, we're giving everyone who was attached to your Family Pass account free Game Pass and I think we got 3 months. So all of us got
3 months.
3 months.
I looked it up. It was 3.
Some
yeah.
places, some people got 6 months free,
Wow.
depending on. Because New Zealand didn't get it right away. We were the second wave, but the people who were on it from day one, they would have got 6 months free.
Yeah, absolutely. So I don't know. It's censorship tube saying F Netflix. They went crazy. They're restricting IPs.
I canceled my Netflix.
We got
Fuck 'em.
nailed by that too. My wife watches too much shows on there. I was ready to just kill it. We were using someone else's account in New Hampshire. We're in South Carolina, and I was ready to kill it. She's like, "No, we can't. Anything but the Netflix one." So the Netflix is still alive in this house, and it just keeps fucking going up all the time.
I killed
Yeah,
it.
bro.
I was like, I can't.
Yeah, this is why
Disney Plus.
this is why I pirate stuff. This is why I use a VPN, by the way, so I don't have to pay for the other 12. This is how I watch it. Halo, by the way, watch Halo. Oh my God, the last 2 episodes.
I'm watching that for
watching
free.
that right now after this show. Real talk.
We don't have
Yeah,
Paramount
dude,
Plus
I'm
in New
so
Zealand.
jealous.
Bro.
And it's free
So
to
good.
watch. Yeah.
now that you guys brought Halo, the show back, I really enjoyed season 1. Now the whole season is done, right? That's what I heard. So I'm about to watch it now because me and my girlfriend, we both loved it. And bro,
Season 2 is just
IGN
Season 2,
freaking
way better than season 1.
IGN, bro, again giving
IGN,
Halo a
Also,
6.
Mind you,
Bro, they
that
out their
suck.
damn
They're
minds.
crazy.
Yeah, they
They're
clowns, bro.
crazy. Here's the thing, Demo. I hated season 1. I thought it was trash. A lot of people liked it, and that's fine. This is why we'll disagree.
Yeah.
Like Panda liked
Yeah.
it. I didn't like it. Season 2, it's been on fire almost every episode. They got new writers. They got new people that
showrunner?
involved in it. Showrunner, thank you. That's what the word I was looking for. A new showrunner made all the difference in the world, in my opinion.
They made it darker
Loving
and
season
grittier.
2, man. Much
But
darker,
Season 2
much
is
bigger, way more action.
fantastic.
You know what happened?
Yeah.
That with Halo guys, and I'm a Halo guy through and through. But I'm also a type of person that like to go with the times. Yeah. And Halo people who hate on the Halo show or the Halo game just because they did like a little change in the story. Like everything
Yeah, I don't
had to
agree
be
with that. Yeah.
exactly like the damn book,
I'm
like
with
the
you,
game.
Demo.
Bro, come on, bro. Like
I agree.
my favorite like franchise in video game is Mortal Kombat. Right? And I love Mortal Kombat movies. They couldn't be any further from the actual lore. So imagine living your life hating something because you don't agree with it. Like I don't agree with a lot of shit. Like I watch sometimes wrestling. You know, I'm trying to get back into wrestling. To watch it because I used to love watching that growing up. Right, never had the opportunity growing up in Cuba. We never had the shows going live, so I had to pirate that shit. Right, so now I'm like trying to watch it, and sometimes some shit happen that I don't agree with. Like I don't hate it. I'll just be like, oh, this is messed up. She should have won, or he should have won. You know what I mean? But like that's what it is. They're trying to make you feel a certain type of way, so you cooked, and you be like, oh, hopefully something changed, or hopefully, you know what I mean? Like they play around with you mentally, and that's the same thing with these shows. You gotta understand, you cannot tell a story that was written 20 years ago the same way, like based on the times that we're living right now. So come on, bro.
I agree.
Halo guys, tighten up. Halo's dope. Love the damn franchise. Stop being picky. Get your hands on the controller. Play those games. Get those
Best shooter on
freaking
the market.
kill tacklers
reminder.
and shut the hell up.
Just a quick reminder, DemoFlow, like the dude, a lot of the folks who was complaining about him taking off the helmet never read a book.
Yeah.
It is what it is.
Exactly.
I mean,
Yeah.
Bro.
he doesn't live in his
I know
his
some
suit.
folks who
Yeah.
legit
I have a
did read
confession,
the book,
guys.
and it was too much, and I get it. First season, it was too
Nero
much.
was one of those motherfuckers, weren't you, Nero?
I haven't watched the series yet, man. Look, I stopped watching the series on like episode 4 of the first season only because I got distracted. Real life. Like I'm going back. I'm gonna finish that first season. I'm gonna finish that second season. I'm gonna watch that. I love Halo.
Fire.
I'm a Halo junkie.
Fire. I see you playing Halo all the time, bro.
The second season
Look,
is absolutely wild, straight up.
look.
Like, they
Season
nailed it.
1, when they took the helmet
100%
off,
Pixel.
I was about to freak out. But then my girlfriend, who hates when I play Halo, she's like, why in the hell are you like picking up lechuga? Why in the hell are you picking up like herbs? Because I play a lot on aquarium, and it had a lot of like herbs around in that map. So she always like, why are you always harvesting marijuana? And I'm like, she always making fun of me for playing the game. She hates me when I play it. But when we watch the show, they took off the helmet, and she was like, oh, now I get it. The actual people. She didn't even know. And I'm like,
I love
bro,
that.
this is not for the Halo guys. This is for people who never watch Halo, and they don't have an idea what the hell is going on. So when he took the helmet off, it's like, oh, I'm glad they took the damn helmet off. That's what she said.
They needed
She
to
said it.
humanize.
Exactly, to show their feelings, to show what they were doing with them physically and mentally, and how these people also have feelings. So as a hardcore Halo guy, I was like, God damn it, they fucked it up. But then I watched my girlfriend reaction, and then she liked it, and I was like, oh, it makes sense.
Saw
This
it
is
in a
not for
different
me.
way.
I know the whole story. I know what's gonna happen. She doesn't know, so you know what I mean? Now they can go ahead and keep that helmet on all the time. Nobody's gonna complain about it. Oh, now they get it. You know what I mean? But imagine showing that to somebody. Oh, why is these people wearing helmets all the time? Like,
You say that in season 2.
I was just gonna say, Panda. I'm like, listen, if you're not watching because of the helmet thing, don't
You
watch
ain't watching
season 2.
season
Like if
2.
it
Oh,
fucking
no,
bothers
no.
you, do not watch season 2.
no, it didn't
Wow.
bother
Show
me.
came out
I was just like,
before
I'm about to freak out
Mandalorian.
because I felt like I needed to be more, like he needed to be cooked a little bit more that moment. right? Because Master Chief is iconic. We both agree on
I
that.
think it was really good though. Like if you were season 2 around, you realized that they were two things. There's Master Chief and then there's John, and
Yeah.
then
Yes.
and then you
Yep.
understand where those two connect and merge. And now you've got this like vision of what
Don't
the
spoil
games
it.
are and what like around the
wanna
games around like that beginning of
Yeah, okay.
when you're on the ring in Halo Combat Evolved, and
There
then
is
that
a-
story, and you're like, oh, everything,
This is
including
before
his
the game.
relationship
So
with
much packed
This
Cortana
is all
Season
and
happening
everything
before
like
the
that.
actual game. So now I get it, right? And people get it too. People who not into Halo, they can enjoy the series without being thrown off by like, what am I watching? Is this Power Rangers? You know what I'm saying?
You can hate it if you
They
want, but
grounded it very
it's
well. They
Paramount
did
Why
a
you gotta be Power
fantastic
Rangers?
job.
It's their
Oh.
number one show. Whether
I'm gonna
you like
say,
that, whether you like season 1 or not, it was their number
Oh,
one
I
show.
love that. I love that.
Announce season 3 is confirmed, please, because season 1 was announced and then they confirmed season 2 had already been greenlit.
I love
Green
that,
light
man.
season 3.
I hope Xbox does more of this. Sony as well. I love Last of Us. I enjoy Twisted Metal to a lesser degree,
We
but
got
it was
Fallout, brother.
okay.
Fallout
Yeah,
looks
Fallout.
fucking
Yo,
I
fire.
still tried
enjoyed
it.
Twisted Metal a lot more. Not
Bro,
did
and
too.
I hope they
Twisted
do
Metal
a
was fun,
Gears of
dude.
War series. They need to do Gears of War,
Look,
bro.
Yeah,
And they
God,
need to
please.
have
It lands
they
like
need to
the
have
Mega's gonna
Batista on
land.
that shit, bro.
It
That
I
shit's
want a
gonna be
Hi-Fi
dope.
Rush show as well.
Yes, yep, real talk.
Yeah.
It just full
Hi-Fi
out
Rush
great.
show wouldn't be too shabby either. Chai
What
is
were you
like
saying,
perfect.
Pixel? I couldn't hear you.
I said if they do if the Fallout series lands the way I think it's gonna land,
It's going
then they
to.
definitely should do a Gears after this because that shit look
Yeah,
fire.
100%.
Oh my
Let
god,
Amazon do it
Gears.
again and get good people to do it. That's why the Amazon show looks fucking fire, because they got the Nolans doing it. They got real directors. They got real people, real writers. And Todd Howard, by the way, if you don't know this, said no to many scripts and many people before he agreed to work with Nolan, and heard Nolan's take and said, "Yup, that's what
Yep.
we're doing."
I'm glad he
And
did.
I love
I'm
that.
glad he did too. I'm telling you, I could smell that's a hit. I could smell
Where
that
is
from
the
a mile
fucking
away.
next gen patch for Fallout 4? I need that. That's
It's
sorry,
coming.
but I
It's
never
coming.
could get like
Bro.
too immersed in Fallout because I love 3 and I
Yeah.
love New Vegas, but I just could not connect with 4.
You
But
know,
it's
Bro,
how-
four
just
four
crazy.
looks good already, bro. Four, like
Yeah.
the other day I played on my 4K TV, and bro, that shit looked good. Like I sent a picture to one of my friends, and I was like, "Guess the game," and he was like, "What are you playing? You playing on PC?" I'm like, this is freaking Fallout 4. And it's like, bro, no way. It looks so freaking good. Like the lighting and everything. Like it's really like, you know what I'm saying? So, like, bro, 76 and Fallout. Like if you get the chance, go give it a shot. Cause even Phil Spencer was playing 76 the other day. And it
Yeah,
was
he
telling
was.
everybody how this was the best moment to jump on 76. So if you guys are down to play 76, holler at me. I'm super down to play.
Actually
My
would be
homies
down.
don't want to
It's like
play
Sea
it,
of
but I'm
Thieves,
down.
right?
God damn it.
I never
See-
fully locked into it, but I'm more than willing to go back and
Bro,
give it a
fire.
chance.
Fire.
I also want to say for any Halo fans out there, any Halo Infinite fans, my gamer tag, we don't hide our gamer tags around here.
Nope.
We're real gamers. No need to do that.
Right there.
My gamer tag is J Marley TV. I will put it in the chat. Go add me, shoot me a message. Let me know if you found me from Twitter or from the podcast so I can know who I'm talking to. And man,
It's in
I'm
the
always
description
down the
too.
game.
All of our gamer tags are in the description of
Yep.
the show right
Yep.
now, or at least everyone on the panel. Shout out to Lyric, who says Shogun is a good show as well. 100% Shogun is no joke. Watch that too if you have time when you're done playing Dragon's Dogma, if that ever happens. But I think on that note, besides the fact that Rise of the Ronin sitting at a 76, I think we're going to leave it at that, guys. We've been here for about over 2.5 hours. So I will turn it over to you, DemoFlow. Let everyone know where they can find you, brother, on the internets.
All right, so you can find me at DemoFlow Gaming here on YouTube. You can also find me at Chico Catch with a K, Chico ended with a K Catch at Twitter, and with a C on Instagram, Ponyland, I call it. But I love Instagram because I can get to see all these ponies, swimming in their favorite waters and talking all that shit. And that's what I catch them. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, that's where you can find me. And, I'll be out around here anywhere. So I'm not going anywhere. I'll be hanging out with you guys, hopefully,
Yes,
more
sir.
often, and I'm just happy to be here. Let's
Look,
go.
I don't vouch for a lot of people channels, but please go get his brother a sub, man. He has
Yeah.
Thank you.
hilarious
Appreciate that.
I
content, man.
subbed.
Like really good content, yo. Really good
Yeah,
content.
yeah. Cooking these ponies,
Agreed.
bro. Let's get
It's
it.
a really pleasure to meet you, brother, and it was great chatting with
Pleasure.
you. Same with you, Pixel.
Likewise, man.
It's always
Yes.
great to hear a voice behind the face and stuff like that, man. It was
Yeah.
really a pleasure meeting you guys. for
Shout
sure.
out to all of you, the whole panel. Y'all been great, and I can't wait to play games with you too. Let's play some games, damn it.
Definitely.
You know we
Shout
will.
out to Panda being on time this week.
Yeah.
Hey, no one told me your time zone had changed.
I know. That was my bad.
That's
Pixelbit
okay.
G, where can everybody find you?
You know, you can find me on X under Pixelated G, and sometimes I'm on the show with K Asante and Everborn Saga. I've been on Boom Show a couple of times, so I'll be around. I'll be making the rounds. This week I think I'm doing like 3 shows, so it's been a hot week. A lot of fun stuff to talk about. But
You've been busy.
this
Yeah.
is the first time I'm running into like half the cast on here, and it's been a pleasure being on the show with y'all. Y'all are hilarious, and I love the slander. Real talk,
Yes,
I
sir.
Hell,
love the
dude,
slander.
that
You know what I'm
Pixel, that's
saying?
why you're
So,
here, brother.
yeah,
I
it's a
was
beautiful.
like,
Yeah,
yeah,
bro. See, I know whenever RHETRI calls me, you know what I'm saying? It's gonna be fire going on. So,
yeah.
but
Pixel's
yeah,
in
man, I
good
appreciate
company
the
right
invite,
now.
yo. Yeah, good stuff, man. Panda, pleasure meeting you.
Nice to meet you too.
Next Gen Nero. I think I just joined you on X, and I
Yes,
can't
sir.
see my man name. Can't see my man name, but yo, you fire my dude. Yo, what's up with the? Did he just change his background?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Fire
Now I
up.
got him praying. Now I got him praying. Prayer
Yo, all right,
time.
Demo Flow, I
DemoFlow,
love
yeah.
it, bro. I love it. I gotta find your channel, bro. Yeah, I love
Shout
it.
out, man,
Good
for
stuff, my
sure.
man. Good stuff, no
Yeah.
doubt.
Yeah, 100%. Thank you guys for coming through. Nero, let everyone know where they can find you guys. Tell them about your YouTube channel, all the good stuff.
Yes, sir, man. Look, once again, let me get some fuck IGNs in the chat. NGN, better than
Yeah.
IGN. Next Gen Nero on X, Twitter, whatever you call it. YouTube, Twitch, same thing, one word, Next Gen Nero. I'm out here fighting the good war against this corrupt media, giving real gamer reviews and perspectives. And I will not stop until IGN follows the Kotaku route and just fucking cease to
And
exist
dies.
and die.
Metro UK needs to go next.
Also, if you love seeing
Yeah, that's a
ponies
good
get
one.
trolled on Twitter, go follow me on Twitter. I got so many grown men crying in my mentions today alone. It's hilarious, man. I love making ponies cry. I love their tears. They are very sweet and bitter. I can't describe it. Fuck IGN. That's my
Let's go. I love you,
Fuck
Nero.
'em.
Panda, where can these fine folks that are watching find you?
You can find me here. You can find me on my YouTube channel, which I'm actually gonna be. I haven't posted anything in a long time, but I'm gonna be doing a Dragon's Dogma 2 review. And like I said, I'm probably
Nice.
gonna do a quick tips video around
Like a
new gamers
beginner's
coming
guide
into that.
for people like me who need
Yep.
it.
Yeah.
I would
Like, I
definitely.
put a
need
tip
it.
in the chat going like anyone like the moment you summon your main pawn, immediately go summon 2 more. It doesn't tell you to do that, or else you're running around with just you and your main pawn, and it's so easy to die. So
You know,
make sure
I
you
literally
hire your
did-
2 other
Yeah.
pawns
That has
right
happened to
away.
me.
I
Wow,
love that you
bro.
bring that up, Panda,
Yeah.
because I looked that up on a video. I'm like, am I supposed to hire them now? No
Yes.
joke, I looked that up. It was one of the first
Hire
things I
them
did
up
after I got
hire
my
them
original pawn.
immediately. And any of your friends, go search them. They're free. Like, you do not have to spend rift crystals to hire
Definitely.
their pawns, including if they're way higher level than
I
you.
do.
Ooh,
I do have a
nice.
question
Thank
about
you,
that.
Panda.
Do you know? I'm on Steam. Do you know if it's cross on the pawns?
Nope.
No,
I'm level 27
Fuck,
right now.
I knew it. I knew
RHETRI,
it.
I'm on
like,
Steam too, bro. So
shh, okay, all
Or
right.
else you
we'll-
can be
we'll
hiring
have-
my
I'm on
parent
Steam. I'm
and
on Steam
Pixel.
too. I'm on Steam
Okay,
too.
good. All right,
Just
good.
share with
We,
each other. Get each other's details.
Yeah, there you
Yes.
go.
Yeah, we're gonna do that. We're gonna do that because I need help. I need help out here.
Well, anyone
All
who's
right.
on Xbox, feel free, hit me up. My pawn's available to use. He's level 27 at the moment. Yeah, loving it.
Yeah, you
Get
can
level what? 27?
Yeah, level 27 at the moment.
She might have
Whoa,
played.
you didn't
some
sleep
Fortnite
last night,
yesterday.
did you?
Beast.
Nope, she didn't.
Get him, Panda.
God damn.
14 hours straight yesterday.
Oh, fuck, yo. I
Damn.
haven't been able to do that since I was
Before
like
I fell
20.
asleep, I looked at
I'm
my
so
friends
jealous.
list and seen Panda playing. I woke up this morning, seen her
Still
playing.
playing?
I took a shower, seen her
Well,
playing.
You gotta
Made
bow down
coffee,
to the
and I
queen,
said,
bro.
"Fuck
She's
it, now
not
I
here
gotta
for
play."
games.
Shit.
bro,
Not here
she's
for the games.
actually playing
We are-
right
we
now.
are-
You Panda, you
No,
playing
yeah,
right
she
now. I
is.
see you on
Panda in the
Xbox.
background.
Oh, okay. I was like, she's playing right now because I see her.
Panda's the real deal, and we're all just the pawns.
Holy crap!
Yeah, exactly. We are the pawns.
She's the
Shit.
arisen in this world,
Yeah,
my
she's
boy.
the
She's the
OG.
arisen.
I mean, if
Oh,
you need
man.
any tips on anything you're like not sure about around the game, just ask. I'm happy to.
They-
I will say, go find the if you are making a pawn or a character for the first time, don't make them small. That
I made
impacts
that
how much they
mistake.
can carry.
Yep, made that mistake right off the bat.
They can't carry much. But finding these gold beetles in game, you, don't
Increases
sell
your
them. Use
load,
them.
right?
That increases
That
your
help.
carry weight for both you and
Yes.
your pawn.
Thank you.
Yep.
My pawn's a giant, so
Yeah, Panda, I need
I'm
that.
enjoying
I need that guide ASAP.
We need
You
those
just taught me
guides.
so
We
much
need the
stuff.
panda guide, yo.
Yeah.
Bro, those beetles, you have to use them. Don't just collect them. You have to go to your
Don't use
items
them.
and use them because you don't use
I
it.
didn't know that either, Demo. I thought when I picked it up, it was automatic.
No,
and I'm
you have
and I
to
went in my
use it.
inventory,
You have
I'm
to
like,
go
fuck,
in.
it's
Yeah.
been sitting there.
Yeah, I've been
And-
sitting
and-
there.
Grab
I
those
did the same
seeker
thing.
tokens. If you're finding
Yeah.
seeker tokens and take them into the pawn guild and like you get stuff for them and encourages
Yeah.
exploration. I've got like 35 at the moment. I've been
Yeah.
I just can't stop finding them.
We just need a Dragon's Dogma 2 for dummies. That's what I need.
Yeah, do it.
I
it.
don't care if it's called for dummies or whatever the fuck. It's
I'll
all
put
good.
your face on it.
Hey,
You can
hey,
put
hey,
it in my
I
video.
can be the face of it. I don't know what the fuck I'm doing. Oh,
Dragon's
shit.
Dogma 2 for Dummies already exists. It's called those microtransactions everybody been bitching about.
Ah, yeah, that's true. That's
So
true.
open your wallet a bit.
So go ahead and watch Red Dead Panda video if you don't want to spend that money. She'll help you save some money.
Yep, she'll help you
There you
save
go.
some cash. There you go. You
It's
guys
coming
can find
soon.
me on Twitter, GamePass_daily, and right here. Obviously, if you are new here, please subscribe. We got a bunch of new subscribers tonight. Appreciate all you guys. This is only episode 2. We got a lot more coming up. We got the Gamers Council podcast with Web Dave tomorrow. So make sure same time, 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time on Dave's
Great
channel. So
podcast.
make sure to I appreciate that, man. Make sure to check us out. And if you guys want to game with us, join our Discord. It's called Community Game Nights. Nights is spelled with a K, as in Knights of the Round Table type of shit. If you want to join us, we do. I play a lot of Fortnite with people. We play a lot of COD. We're gonna get back into Halo. We will have another Halo game night. Got to talk to Jedi Peter Knight on that, and Jay.
Oh, let me know.
Yeah.
Let me know.
And so
Hell yeah.
we will definitely do that again. We'll be all trashing on each other, but
Shout
that
out to
is
the Xbox community. We
that is
have
coming.
gaming nights. We have Halo nights. I have yet to see a
Yes.
Helldivers night.
Ah.
I have yet to see that.
I did do that with some of my homies.
Yeah,
we
me,
did do
me
it.
and RHETRI was rocking on that. So yeah.
We will
Of course,
definitely
Xbox
Pixel
guys did.
demo. We're gonna exchange all this
Yeah, we
this
gotta
shit
rock.
afterwards.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
100%, guys.
For
I'm
sure.
Because
hoping
I
to
got
see a Rise
literally
of
like 2
Ronin
friends
night
on
as
Steam.
well. Rise of Ronin night. I need that, you guys. Get on it.
Absolutely. All right, guys. On that note, thank you guys so much for coming out tonight. We had I'm showing 140 people live, so I know a lot of you are on Twitter watching this as well. We appreciate you. We love you. Peace. Check you out on the next episode of Aim Down Sights, guys. Later.
Bye.